Hello, and welcome back to Doomed. Not so solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. Today, we continue the strange journey through Arkham of one investigator and one lone murder machine. I am joined today by the Crosshare.
Hello.
Hello! There was going to be more there, and then I couldn't really think of much more to say. Felt about right, to be honest.
Not much to say. Always the Arkham way.
Exactly. What else must we say other than, oh, come on, etc.
Yeah, that's about it.
If you're watching this on the VOD, of course, check the description down below. I will put a timestamp to the approximate time where we are starting back into the action, but of course we want to do a little story recap so far, figure out where we're at, and see how we are doing. We are joined as well in the chat today by Flower of August. How are the bleeders doing today? It's a good question, Flower. I'm doing pretty well, ready to bleed, and I'm joined today by the Crosshair.
No. Well,
I
it's not really bleeding in the dreaming world, but...
Well, given the context of this campaign, I feel like we probably don't want to be bleeding too much.
Well, blood is good.
Blood is good. Depends on whose, I suppose, is the big question.
Yeah, inside, outside.
Oh, yes. Where is the where is the blood? I'm really happy to be back, folks. We, of course, had meant to perhaps finish up this scenario earlier in the week, and it has been, as always, a busy week. Not that every week is busy for me. Truly, sometimes I do nothing. And yet, here we are. So I am thrilled to be back.
Mr. Worldwide.
Sorry, Crosshair?
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide. I wish. I mean, maybe. I guess I have been around parts of the world.
Canada is a world, like Europe is a country.
Yeah. Little Europe was my favorite place to visit in River Heights. If you don't know what we're talking about, join us today at 3 p.m. Eastern for Drew Crew, where we're in real Europe, specifically Belgium, specifically, I think, Bruges. Thanks, Crosshair. Stay tuned to the Discord as well. There are pieces moving about. I'll do a recap at the end of the stream, of course, as to what to expect this coming week and weekend, but rather than my usual Tuesday night stream, you're probably going to catch me a couple of times next week. It is, of course, the end of October. I'd like to finish the casting of Frank Stone. I have a new Phasmophobia-esque game to play with special guest. And so anyway, there are things coming, so please stay tuned to the Discord for all of that. And that's about it for me for promo, at least at the moment. Crosshair, thank you for the warning as well, very important. Please keep yourself safe out there when playing or watching us play this game of Arkham Horror.
Yeah. Calling it a game is a bit of a stretch, but...
Yeah.
And you're supposed to have fun with games.
Damn. Woof. Yeah, well, I mean, what is... define fun, you know?
What is fun?
Yeah, exactly. What is fun if not cursing your existence at the pull of a token or a card? I have been really, I'm always interested in people's experiences playing this game because, this happens, I think, in all games. But, a lot of the video games I play are the kind of thing where maybe there's a section of, stealth or combat or something challenging, and I'll get really frustrated because I'll fail at X times and be like, bleh, and walk away. Come back, refreshed, ready to go, and I put the time and the work in to try to do better and improve. Or find a cheesy way around it. Who knows? But this game has a very different flavor of frustration, I find, which is that being so invested in the story of a game and the outcome that you have, and feeling like, well, sometimes the outcome isn't going to be positive. Having all of those things and then to have your character set something up that doesn't work is a different flavor of frustration that's quite I don't know, it's exciting and it's also horrible.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to say.
Typically in games that if you save up and save up and save up, you get this huge mecha weapon to destroy the whole world, and you just go to town, and in this game you build up and build up and build up, and it all falls apart.
Yeah. Which, you know, again, I've said this many times, it feels thematically very important, right? Like, you know, when you read, I don't know, Poe or Lovecraft or whatever, it's, oftentimes people are way out of their depth and they can't have a positive outcome. This is a pulpier kind of adventure where people actually can kind of like find things and like bash zombie skulls in and stuff, and that's awesome. I think it's, but you're right that every so often you put everything you have into something and it just like it's not nice.
I think the Arkham Horror board game, not like this one, the other one, the board game that you just set up and play, I think it's a bit fairer in that sense, that it's more like just play with your friends and have a good time.
Yeah, I don't believe I've ever played. And maybe I'd like to. There's also FFG recently, maybe a year or two ago now, released a game. Ooh, I wish I remember what it was called. I think it's called Unfathomable, because that's my least favorite word to pronounce on this stream. I think that's what it is. And it's like it's set in the, you know, Arkham Horror universe for sure. But it is, as near as I understand, it is very similar to the Battlestar Galactica board game, where you play multiplayer and like some of you are Cylons, not Cylons, whatever, like you know, merfolk. And like I'd be interested to play. I played the Battlestar Galactica board game a couple of times, and the only issue I really had with it was that if people are at varying levels of commitment to like a 3 to 4 hour board game, it feels kind of bad. If someone's just kind of like there to have a good time and they're up and down and they're not really paying attention, and someone else is really dialed in and focused, that's it can be difficult to pull off.
Yeah. And then a lot of the time, if you're playing that kind of a game, let's say during a drinking night or something, before you go to the bar, then somebody will basically kingmaker the game or ruin the game just to get it over with.
100%. Crosshare and I have experienced that as well. Not a great feeling. But I'm still excited to like see if I can get my hands on like not a demo copy, but like maybe they'll have one at a board game cafe bar thing around here. Could be good. But yes, Flower is asking if it's sort of like Among Us, and I seem to recall something similar. There's like a hidden traitor mechanic, but you don't want to be discovered too early, and you're trying to like sabotage the others essentially. Anyway, hey, look, this is, well, it's not neither here nor there. It's just it's a different flavor. We're back with part 2 of Astral Dreams, which is scenario 3 in the fan-made campaign for Arkham Horror, the card game Souls of Darkness. Phew. Rex and Wendy have been investigating separately the strange goings-on at the Higginbotham Manor in the wake of the auction that went so poorly of strange relics. Some sort of blood cult stole a number of relics from the auction house and then, you know, did something with them in one of Wendy's old family friends' homes. We don't know. And unfortunately, Rex, the intrepid investigative reporter, has hit a bunch of dead ends. He had nothing left to lose, so he ventured, well, he relying on the tip of his friend, May O'Brien, went to go see a strange fortune teller in the back of La Bella Luna. He he was like, oh, I don't know, I'm not really into that sort of fortune-telling thing. And then she transported him into a strange place between worlds where they've been living dreams and nightmares, and he wasn't sure if they were his or not at first. That's kind of, I'll do a, yeah, actually that's, I think, essentially the story so far. There was part of the dream was a schoolhouse, part of the dream was the cityscape of Arkham, the castle, which was, then it was the tunnel, which was a sort of the fear of disappearing into the future, and then the castle, which was both a metaphor, I think, for Rex's curse that he feels, and his like quest for perfection, but also was, or appeared to be, a vision of the estate where the relics came from, back in the old country, hundreds of years ago. And that's where we're at. So they're still experiencing the dreams. I think we've collected almost enough information to talk to the fortune teller and see what she has to say. Whew. Okay, I talked a lot, Crosshair. Is there anything you would like to add about Wendy's journey through this dreamscape so far?
Not really. Wendy is just basically tagging along and was told in not so many words to kind of look after Rex. Like, he's a mortal, he's a human, he's just a regular Joe, so go see that no nightmare beast eats him up or something. Fine.
Okay. So, is the implication that Wendy is not just a regular average human, or?
Well, you can imply a lot of things.
I like that. That's good. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just have to see.
We'll see where it goes.
Yes. Yeah, I really can't wait. As a reminder as to the board state, and then I'll do the agenda and the act again to remind us of this. The Nexus, which is the sort of place between worlds, it appears to be linking all of these locations, to it. We are both currently at the castle. And yes, actually, sorry, I'll do that now. We are at 2 out of 6 Doom currently, because there's a Doom on the fortune teller. And our current objective is to spend 8 clues at the riverbank, which is also 1 over from the Nexus. Rex has 3 damage, so he has 3 health remaining, 4 sanity remaining. He has 3 clues out of the 8 they need, a bunch of resources. His tarot, given to him, of course, by Wendy. He's a quick study, he's been studying. In terms of what the mythos has done to him, there's been a lot of scary enemies that we've managed to crack down on, thank goodness. Rex is currently fighting off the sensation of wanting to faint from all of the blood, and it would appear he's been cursed. I don't know by what yet, because it's not Rex's curse, this is a different curse. The curse of Palladia. While it's in your threat area, you treat elder signs as if they were tentacles, or as if they are tentacles. But then there's a forced effect on it. After you resolve a test in which you reveal a bless or a tentacle, discard a copy of curse. And because I'm treating elder signs as if they are tentacles, I read that as counting for the purposes of the forced effect.
Yeah, so I'll be drawing all of those.
Yeah, but hey, whoa. Exactly. And hello, Graspy welcome to Doomed. We're just doing a quick catch-up of the story so far and where we're at in terms of setup and so on. Wonderful to have you with us. I am joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
So that's where I'm at currently. Rex has 3 of the 8 clues needed, and he's a couple locations away from the riverbank where we need to spend them. How about Wendy? What's Wendy's setting up look like here?
Wendy is pretty much at the same place, same needed location movement. Of cash, a blade and a bloody book and some alcohol and a hound to deal with.
Perfect. A scary blade.
Also pretty.
Oh, yep. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm also pretty banged up from a couple of things. Actually, completely same levels of banged up, but
Yeah, it's not.
shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, anyway. It's just a dream, right? Like, what's the worst that could happen here? It's not the Matrix. You don't die in the dream. You die in real life. I mean, anyway, Rex doesn't think so. He's like, my body is safely back in the speakeasy.
Yeah, and Wendy has some sort of cream tax going on or something, but
Yeah.
we'll get to that at some point.
Yeah, I'm very curious, Crosshair. This mysterious turned over card that has some horror on it. We don't know what that is. Graspy mentions, of course, yeah, he, the child had a little swig, the grown man had a little swig. What could go wrong? Everyone seems to be doing okay, I guess.
It's not necessarily alcohol, but it's some kind of liquid.
Yeah, well, it's whatever, if courage wasn't a concept, if it was liquid instead of a concept, that's what's in the flask.
Yeah, it's mom's old recipe.
Exactly. Any other things to note here? So we together have 5 out of the 8 clues we need. 2 out of 6 doom currently. I will point out the fortune teller exists. She's an ally, companion, and bilingual for some reason. I literally don't know what that means. Sorry, I know what the word means. I don't know why. She's currently in play at every location. And then there's 2 reactions on her. So when you initiate a skill test, we can exhaust her, we can place a doom on her. To choose one of your skills, set the base value of it to 6 until the end of the test. That would help you pass a test at the cost of a doom. But then there's an even more powerful reaction. When you initiate a skill test, we can exhaust her. We can move 1 doom to the agenda to reduce the difficulty of the test to 0. Now, yeah.
Currently, it's a freebie, basically, because it's in play anyway, so...
Yeah,
But I'm assuming that more doom that's on the fortune teller, more doom will go away when we do something.
That's my hope as well. Worst case scenario, when we're at 5 out of 6 doom, we can use the reaction to move the doom onto the agenda, because it doesn't say it'll advance the agenda, it just moves onto the agenda. So then, that would be... But that's ways off yet. So hopefully...
Yeah, but currently you can, or we can use the fortune teller to move one of the doom to get test difficulty to 0 without anything actually happening.
Correct. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because it would still be at 2 doom. It's just presumably the doom on her will go away at some point if we do something, but I don't know how or why. So, that is us caught up. Rex and Wendy are both at the castle. I should mention as well, we've managed to defeat a couple of big enemies. The Star Vampire, which I presume is a blood-sucking creature abomination from the stars. Rex had a plan and drew it towards some rocks that resonated with energy, and then Wendy finished it off. And the Oath Warden, who appears to be some sort of zombie creature, we managed to avoid it long enough to have a little story here. Dark visions. I'll point out here, the dark visions were of an aging man drinking deep from the chalice of blood. Oath wardens carry children out of the village at night into the dark castle. A robed figure is stabbed through by a beautiful sword. Relics are stowed in a large trunk upon a ship headed to the New World. We learned a little bit about the history of these things, I think. But that, Crosshair, is us. It's back around. I am very happy to let you go first if you want to. And otherwise, I can through as well.
Maybe I should, because I do have the barking doggo to deal with.
These hounds of Tindalos, man, they're so cool, but terrifying. Yeah, for sure. We got to deal with it.
Let's see if we can find something. Something.
Oh, of course, yes. Underworld Market.
Is or a fence could be nice, but it's a bit expensive.
Wendy needs a bit more, a few more bucks from her inheritance, I think.
Well, I do have ways.
We have ways of making you money.
If I want to wait another turn to deal with the Doko, I'd have to stay here anyway.
I mean, I feel like you have to deal with it. Oh, I guess you could evade it, I suppose. But
Yeah.
we may as well. Oh, no, sorry. I'll leave that to you.
I'm actually gonna grab the fence now.
Okay.
Just a regular dude sitting in the shadows.
From the castle, of course.
Ah.
The castle fence, yeah.
I'm gonna try to evade the Hound of Tindalos. It's a 4-on-4 evade, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a great one.
Would killing it also take one action? Oh yeah, I guess, with the blade.
Yeah.
The blade! We love the blade.
Blade would be a 5 against 3, so much more doable, but I could use the evade later to do a thing, but I don't really need to do the thing right now. So I'll just stab it. Go away, Doggo.
Sorry, buddy. Drive it back to the world that it came from, right? Yeah.
Pretending to play fetch with it with the heroic blade. Except that not. But like tossing a shadow figure of the heroic blade into the darkness.
Ooh,
So the
I
Hound
like
of
that.
Tindalos will go
Wendy
away.
would do something like that. That's pretty sweet, actually.
Yeah, so 5-on-2. 5-on-3. Yeah,
Okay.
let's go.
Oh. He's not a fan of fate, you see.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. Basically using this now to redraw means that I gain the action that I would gain from End of the Road anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna use End of the Road for the Wendy's special ability to
Okay.
redraw this token.
Great. Mm.
-3. Okay.
Well.
Well, fine.
So it is to be warned.
Let's try again. Okay. Let's throw that away. See if it helps. There we go.
Phew.
Well, it took a bit more than I would have liked, but
These hounds
that's
are
that.
wise to your tricks. You know, you've played fetch with them before.
Yeah.
They understand the tricks now. They're like, oh, you can't fool me.
Last action, let's grab a sweet from the liquid courage. Like, oh, finally a moment to sit down.
Ugh. On the edge of a stone
So,
flagon, you know.
heal on horror, and then I test 4 against 2. Cool is distant from the nexus, which is 2, so -2, so that's a 2-2, so that's a success, so heal another one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. I think just one even. Yeah, the nexus is.
Oh, right.
I mean, still good. Like I should say. Hooray! Wendy's good at the healing, at the Yeah.
Do you want that card that's in your hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Never mind.
I don't currently need it. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but if it's useful later, then it's no issue right now. So
I think it will be. Yeah. Rex, of course, thanks Wendy profusely for being a good guide, and we'll set off back, traveling a strange road, overhung with trees, the branches kind of dragging on the ground, back towards the Nexus, the place between worlds. He's trying to follow the sound of the fortune teller's voice towards, well, wherever she is, the riverbank, I suppose. At the Nexus here, I'm going to investigate. I have no blessed or cursed cards, right? Yeah. So that's okay. I am going to try to investigate the Nexus a couple of times and try to get these clues that we need. Or at least once. Let's go ahead and investigate at 5 to 3. Okay, 1 clue. Just one at a time, Rex. One at a time. Let's actually go ahead and... Actually, for my last action, let's play the press pass. As Rex kind of like moves back into the Nexus and can hear the voice of the fortune teller calling him even stronger, he looks back towards where he left his body, the speakeasy. But it seems to be even further away. Much closer by is the riverbank, the banks of a river, the edges edged in... The edges edged. Come on, Scott, get it together. The banks edged in some sort of beautiful ruby. He finds under his jacket his old press pass hanging around his neck. How long's that been there? Hello to Reading Aloud as well. Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. I am joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
I'm hoping this will mean that next turn, when we go and spend the clues, or hopefully next turn if we go spend the clues, that'll give me an action. Hooray! Yeah, that's us. No enemies, so we can move straight on to upkeep. Yes, please. Good. Okay. This is good. Hashtag good news.
So far, so.
Say again?
So far, so.
So far, so. Makes sense. As we move up in Doom, we can't stay here in this strange astral realm forever. Wendy would know this, of course, even if Rex doesn't. Our presence here has been drawing various beasts, from all across the universe, from between the angles of space, from the stars. The fortune teller continues to call out as we go to 2, but currently 3 Doom out of 6, and we draw encounter cards.
Yeah. Darkness peering. If there are no power points in the victory display or your play area, draw 1 card.
If there
Otherwise,
are power
take
points.
2.
Okay, great.
Yeah, draw 1 card. Otherwise, take 2 horror.
I mean, there
Guess
are.
I'll draw a card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got power, yeah. That's good.
Plenty of power. So let's just draw something and
Is it? Oh. Well.
Actually,
Oh yeah, do we think that maybe these locations will disappear? Is my question. I don't know what happens when we reach the riverbank, right?
but then again, it's aloof, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, let's put it there. Just
Subscriber.
Thank you. Look at this cute little Aragwen.
Hello.
Spooky emote. Thank you so much for the resub, Aragwen. Wonderful to have you with us. You heard there as well. Of course, I am joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello. But to be added to the riverbank will not be going away. That much I know.
Mm-hmm. We did,
Organic
Flower. Yeah,
eggs.
I managed. I rebuilt the alerts in Twitch alerts because it wasn't working through Streamlabs, and I don't know why. Although actually, I think Streamlabs will still go. Yep, there it goes. Oh, of course, the accursed follower is one of the teachers? Oh, nope, one of the city people?
Yeah, this is a better location for it, I think.
It's just...
Least of the stuff's happening. Yeah, I'm guessing the dreamscape will change, so I'm hoping it goes away before stuff happens.
That would be great, honestly.
But yeah, it'll be adding curses to the chaos pack, so...
For now, and again, hopefully not too many at least. We're still not sure about the identity of this accursed follower. Follower of what? Follower, like someone who's following Wendy, or a follower maybe of the blood cult itself? Like, we don't know who this is yet.
Maybe it's Wendy's brother.
Just trying to play a trick on her. Oh. Rex, of course, living up to form here, drew Curse of Palladia. It doesn't say there's a limit, so I am now doubly cursed by the Curse of Palladia. You only discard one copy upon drawing a Bless or a Tentacle, so this is going to affect me for a while, I think.
Yeah, well, makes sense.
Gasp. Yeah, exactly, Flower. Hey, whoa, hey, nobody said anything about X's, Y's, and Z's. Okay?
By the way, the accursed follower was Jenny's sister in this universe.
Oh. Okay.
But why she's following Wendy or Rex, we don't know. It's not Wendy's follower, basically.
Right. We don't know yet. We don't know yet why. But something's happening. Yeah, I would, now that we're back around to the investigation phase. Whoa, Aragwen, thank you. That's going to be very exciting for you, I think. What an
You
honor.
can't see it, but I'm waving.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the crosshair. It's clearly my hand.
Am I in THX now?
Would you care to meet me at the riverbank?
Maybe it might go into next. Oh, we are still missing clues.
Yes, I will. My plan is to get one and then go to the riverbank. And then we'll have, I think. Get 2, and then move. Oh no. Oh yeah, I have 4. So get 2 and then move.
I have. Yeah, I think that you should basically go first because if you don't get the clues, then I can see if I can help with that, or if we need to take another turn. Who knows?
In finding his press pass, Rex realizes that this astral realm is in fact, it seems to be becoming almost more real, like more more objects from his life seem to be appearing to him here in the Nexus. The first of which is a camera. Not his usual sort of like small little shitty camera. This is May O'Brien's camera, which gives me an intellect. I'll talk people through this here. It says, after you discover a single clue with an investigate action, exhaust May's camera, place a clue from your location on May's camera. Action, exhaust May's camera, investigate. If you succeed, instead of discovering clues, take control of one clue on it for each point you succeed by. This is similar to research notes. I'll also point out it's a bit funky with there's an investigator that came out quite recently whose kind of shtick is like putting clues on their own tools. It's kind of her thing. Excuse me. And this card would imply that clues on May's camera are not controlled by you, which is correct. Like the rules are that if they're on your stuff, they belong to you, but that would invalidate the point of the camera. So I'm playing it as if you have to take a photo, but then you have to develop the photos or whatever.
Yeah.
However,
somehow. Well, there is a red river. No red room, but red river.
Red River. Yeah, oh, maybe I can just, maybe it'll be dark enough by the river. With this newfound camera, and realizing what his reclaiming all of these pieces of his past might mean, he listens for the sound of the fortune teller. And I will investigate now at 6-3. Should I drop a clue? No, that doesn't really make sense. 6-3. Ooh! Okay, great. This is good. This is exactly what I wanted. Succeed by 4. So I will take 2 clues. Thank you very much, Rex. And then I now have 6 clues. So I will move to
1 on the camera.
I discovered 2 with my ability.
Single clue. Yeah, true.
And then now that's actually interesting. It's interesting because actually, hang on. This is weird. Maybe I'm wrong here because I discovered a clue, and then Rex says after you discover. So I think I also get a clue on the camera. Is that crazy?
Yeah, because that triggers after you get the clue, but also Rex's ability triggers after.
Hell
the
yeah!
clue. So,
okay, well, I will pick to put one on the camera, and then I will, snap a photo. But Rex, in fact, finds the path directly to the riverbank. If that's all right with you, Crosshair, I'm gonna slip on over there. I don't have enough clues to advance myself, so I will wait. But there you go.
it's gonna be a. Well, I could heal up, I could do stuff, but Wendy's just like, he's gone to the river, hasn't he? And
he's like, Wendy, look, a river! You hear his voice calling back through the Nexus.
When you enter the Nexus, add bless and curse. Yep. Because I have a blessed blade and a cursed stone.
And balance, as all things should be.
I have 1 action left, so shall we spend the clues?
Well, this is the question. Do we think it's going to be like, oh, here's a 10 health enemy? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. What are we doing here?
Yeah, that's why, because I have 1 action left, at least we have some options after.
That's true. Or we wait another whole round, but then maybe we've got enemies or something. So yeah, I say let's do it.
Yep.
Oh, actually, and then if that no. Yeah, so this will still work. I will be spending clues, so I'm gonna take an additional action next turn with press pass. Because it's no longer.
Oh yeah, it's not your turn anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not your turn anymore. Let's do it. And Flower, I'll just mention. Sorry, excuse me. Woof. I need some water.
Water.
I should get some. But so yes, clues go on your location if you're forced to drop a card that has clues on it, I believe. It says during this turn, but it's not my turn, so I choose to read that as your next turn. Because I don't think I can take one during Wendy's turn here.
Yeah.
Well,
and it's our last act, so the game ends here, right?
I really hope so. Oh, no, probably not. Lucid dreams.
I don't.
You are beginning to understand this realm beyond the veil. Of course, where before you tumbled out of control, now you direct your astral form with intention. You make your way to a river flowing crimson in the twilight. You find a boat docked nearby. Or did you will it to be there? I mean, Rex didn't, but maybe Wendy did. I don't know. Tributaries fork off in Sorry.
Fork off yourself.
Fork off, tributaries. Tributaries fork off in 3 directions. To have any chance of escape, you must take control of this astral journey. But the way will not be easy. To find your way home, you must choose a path and confront the truth of your very nature. That sounds pretty exciting. Okay, place the following locations into play. I'm going to do these in order because there's a lot of stuff happening here. Rilkos, Astral Space and the 3 Astral River locations. Place the set-aside Astral Skiff at Riverbank. The lead investigator must decide. So, I will come back to that in a moment. I'm placing locations first. Oh, hello. There's a place button. Come on. Be good. Yay! River, 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 space, Rilkos. We place the skiff at our location, which is a boat. Exactly, reading. Also, hi. Okay, place the locations. Should we... No, let's read on. The lead investigator must decide. There's 3 options here. Confront your impotence and lack of control over the universe. You will find your way by force. Put the set-aside C Act deck into play and advance directly to Act 2C. Confront the construction of a moral self you pretend to believe in. The strength of your mental discipline will help you escape. Put the set-aside E Act deck into play and advance directly to Act 2E. Or confront how little you truly understand about the universe, the world, and yourself. You must rely on your intellect to find a way back to reality. Put the set-aside G Act deck into play and advance directly to Act 2G. I agree, Flower. That's funny. Yeah. So.
Lack of control of the universe isn't Wendy's thing, really.
Mm-hmm. Because she famously controls her own fate, right?
Confront how little you truly understand about the universe. Confront the constructions of a moral self you pretend to believe in. But what morals?
So we're going with none of these, and the scenario ends, I think, right? That's the... I'm kidding.
Yeah. Inconsequential agency, inner struggle, or uncertainty and doubt.
There we go. Those are the names of the Act 2s as well, which is feels appropriate. Yeah.
Wendy would probably be looking at the boat, looking at the ways to go, and looking at Rex like giving a bit of a shrug, like, well, make a choice.
Ooh.
Like, Wendy doesn't really have any issues with any of this. She's been here before, and this is not her dream, so...
Right. She's just the guide. Although she has certainly helped us with this.
And because Wendy must decide, because she's the lead investigator, Wendy will, like, politely ask Rex to decide.
Okay. Well, he understands the 3 tributaries to mean, finding your way by force of will or force of, like, personality or force, being mentally disciplined, or relying on one's intellect and curiosity. Rex knows that with curses abounding, one must play to one's strength. He's been an investigative journalist for a long time, and yet he seems to... It's almost as if he knows less every single day as the world continues to expand. So, I mean, just seeing the keyword intellect there, Crosshair, I'm going to suggest Act 2G, Uncertainty and Doubt.
Oh, okay. So I'll be choosing 2E, I think.
It is your choice, of course, but whatever you want.
But yeah, I think that the not knowing about the universe makes sense, because the more you know about the universe, the less you know.
It's very true. It said advance directly to Act 2G.
Also, it did have the note of escaping the place, and Wendy has a feeling that Rex wants to leave now.
Well, he maybe is a little nervous in saying so, but like, well, there seems to be beasts here that I can't really explain, and that seem to want my blood, and yeah, I'm only here really to learn more about this cult. Where am I supposed to be going? Act 2G.
All you are looking for is in another tree.
Oh. All right. Let's do it. Your mind reels with the possibilities of infinite realities. You barely understand the inner workings of mundane things like baking, taxes, and mechanical engines. How could you possibly be worthy of real cosmic knowledge? Could you even withstand it? You must take control of the strange journey, where you fear you may never return. Objective. Players embarked on the Astral skiff, so I think we'll look at that in a second, but I imagine that's that free trigger to get on the boat. May spend the requisite number of clues as a group, 2, to advance. Remember that you have learned to navigate the Astral skiff. 2 clues, huh? It's unfortunate.
Oh, there are 2 clues on the board.
Ah, yes. Gotta go get them. Let's have a look here at what we've added to the board. There's a few rivers. You may not move to another river without the Astral skiff, except if a treachery forces you, or there's an action on the riverbank to wade through the water. You can move to a river. You have to test agility too, and if you fail, you take a damage or lose an action. BD.
But the Astral River says that you cannot enter Astral River unless you have learned to navigate the Astral.
Oh, well then there you go. Okay, so thank you. Perfect. So we got to learn how to do this, which means we would need to be in the skiff with 2 clues. The Astral skiff is a vehicle, a boat. It cannot be moved except by the action below, which is action move it and all investigators on it to a connecting river location. Free trigger, embark or disembark, once per investigator per round, but there's also a full action to embark or disembark if you don't want to wait a whole round to use the free trigger again. So, doable. However, there's also a couple other locations here. Astral space, yikes, and Rilkos, or Rylkos, which appears to be some sort of alien planet. Yikes.
There's no limitation to go there. Basically, because it's a fast action, we could move down the river on this turn.
Oh, yeah, we could each... you mean we could get in the boat and then you could move the skiff to the river?
Yeah. I could, but that does leave the accursed follower just popping curses like pills into the bag. To a 10, so...
Yeah. Also, I feel like Astral River is still... Actually, I don't know if we can get in there because it still says you cannot enter it unless you've learned to navigate the skiff. So I feel like, even though it says there's an action on here, this still says cannot, and I feel like that overrides anything.
That's a bit curious because there's no trigger to learn to navigate the Astral skiff.
On the objective is 2 clues in the skiff.
Right.
So unfortunately, I think it's back to the drawing board. We need some more clues.
Yeah. So, do I go to Astral space or do I go deal with the accursed follower?
Well, the follower is annoying, and it is just going to sit there forever. So I will leave that decision to you, though, because I think Rex might head out into Astral space when he has time. You know.
So I could play something that might help us both in the current situation as well, but I could also play something that would help us later.
Okay. I love it, reading. That's some top tier metaphoring right there.
Yeah, I'll go deal with the accursed follower while you get the clues.
Okay, perfect.
Then I can head into space.
As one
when
does.
it's just like, oh, nice river. Oh, there's a space there if you want to go there. Like space, not a space to go to,
Like
but a space.
actual space. Oh god.
But I leave you to it. I forgot something in the city streets, so.
How could she have forgotten back in the city?
Pops over back to the Nexus, so let's just add the curse and a bless in there.
Ah, yes, of course. Well, actually, the more blessed, the more likely I am to get rid of these curses, so thank you.
Oh yeah, if you reveal a bless.
Or a tentacle for some reason. It just feels a bit... I guess the bless is like counteracting the power of a curse. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have managed to find the skiff, and we've decided that we're going to confront how little we know, or rather Rex is, I suppose, in his dream. In the enemy phase, there are no hunters that hunt, there are no enemies that attack, but there is Wendy's... Did you say sister or brother? Sister, I think you said. Well, we don't know that yet. Sorry, we don't know yet. Adding a curse. And then we move to upkeep, where we do upkeep things. Delightful.
Fun. Oh, there we go.
Yep. Oh.
There we go.
Abandoned by all your friends. Abandoned by Rex, abandoned by May, abandoned by the fortune teller. Oh.
Yeah, typically Rex just runs off right after Wendy helps her. Like, why am I here? I just want to go home. Stab my little brother.
As you do.
Yeah, basically this is the signature weakness of Wendy. It's take 2 direct horror and remove all cards in your discard pile from the game. Which is most of the deck.
That's a lot of... Yeah. This is a really tough weakness, I think, for survivors generally, and yeah, it's not great.
Down to 10 cards. Well, that's what we go with.
Yeah, let's finish this up before anything really awful happens to Wendy. Please and thank you. Well, I mean, that's a good... Yeah, Flower, I kind of agree with that. I think a lot of the... Like, they exist to counteract sort of typically what your game plan is. It's just some of them are a lot more, I guess, punishing than others. We go to 3, currently 4 out of 6 Doom. Because of the fortune teller who has not disappeared, which is tragic to me, but that's okay. So 4 out of 6 Doom. And we... Yeah, Wendy feeling abandoned but ready to take on some strange creature. Rex ready to find his way through the astral space. And we draw encounter cards.
Wendy's more like, as the abandoned and alone says, I don't need them, I don't need anyone.
I don't need anyone. Shing!
I'll just leave that guy here. Yeah. Wendy's weakness wouldn't be as bad if abandoned and alone went with the cards that are discarded.
That would be... I fully agree with that, because now it's sitting there forever, which feels... I mean, it's going to go back and you're going to see it again, and like that feels bad.
Yeah. But at least all the weaknesses are gone, so...
Yay!
Fun!
Oh my god.
Oh, hello. It's a massive hunter astral terror.
Oh my god.
Put 1 resource on astral terror from the token pool. Cool.
Okay.
So it's a 4/6/2 massive hunter monster, power 1. At the end of the enemy phase, if there are no resources on astral terror, place 2 damage on it. If this damage would defeat astral terror, discard it instead. Otherwise, remove 1 resource from astral terror.
Okay. So at the end of the enemy phase, it has it gets removed, and then the next turn it'll take 2 damage every turn. Yeah. Okay. Because it's
okay.
Because it's unraveling, I guess, right? It's unraveling.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, did I kill your baby? the star vampire.
I'm just imagining this towering monstrosity just, like screaming in Wendy's face. And she's like, oh, well, like mother, like daughter, I guess. Summon the hounds.
Well,
oh, yep, sorry.
Wendy didn't really run away and cry. It's more about... why do I have to help these people?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't need anybody. The Astral Terror, of course, represents perhaps the fact that Wendy maybe does need other people, but hasn't confronted that reality yet. Unfortunately here, Rex, by stepping towards the river and disturbing it, has managed to summon the hounds. Each hound of Tindalos resolves its hunter keyword and attacks as if it were the enemy phase. If there are no hounds of Tindalos, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a hound of Tindalos and spawn it at the nearest Nexus location, which is, of course, your location. I'm on my way. Are there any in the deck left? No. There are not. So I have to take one from the discard pile. And it spawns. Rex. It spawns at the nearest. The nearest Nexus location, which is at the Nexus. Okay. Yeah. Who summoned the hounds? Much better. I think. I mean, I can help. I don't know how much help you want from me, but I can help.
Well, it all depends.
On your moves, as it would, though.
Astral Terror is easy enough to evade, at least, so there's that.
Well, my help would be an evasion. I should have said that.
Oh.
But that's maybe not necessarily, it's not damage, which is kind of sad, but.
Yeah, the doggo goes away with one swing of the blade, basically. If it hits.
If it hits, exactly. Well, that's the big one. Hello to you, Alex. Alex is a cat, I should say. Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. I am joined today by the Crosshair.
Oh.
Just doing that for you so you get a sense of what we're up to here. Okay. So I guess then the question becomes, my good friend the Crosshair, do you want to take the turn and hope that it all goes really well, or do you want me to get in there and see what I can do to help?
If I can deal with it, then I won't need help.
It's true.
But if you help, I can deal with it easier. So it's a kind of
always, right?
I guess I can handle this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I'll probably evade the Astral Terror and try to stab the dog.
Yeah. Feels bad, obviously. Sounds bad when you put it like that, but this is no regular dog.
Yeah. Or I could use the Sanguine Lexicon to take care of the dog. But I think I'll start with evading the Astral Terror. Yeah. Go away, I'm busy, don't you see I'm sulking right now?
There's something even worse than you around.
Yeah,
I'm sulking
I
right
bet
now.
He'll be here. Yeah, Astral Terror, horrible
Whatever.
Blah, blah, blah. Have you seen that guy?
It's very good. Actually, that's quite nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna evade the Astral Terror.
Okay.
It's a 4-on-2 evade, but that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Lovely. Phew.
You just sit there and wait. Think about what you've done. Now, dog.
Shing.
Dog.
Oh, tuxedo.
Yeah, I guess I'll just...
Nice.
Well, I drew one -2, so I guess I'll draw another -2 and just deal with the dog that way. Like, okay, let's play fetch once again.
Hooray. Fetch with the dog. Fetch with the dog.
5-3, yeah.
Okay.
Let's try it. Now it's 3-3. If I don't throw that back, that means that the curse goes back into the bag.
Yes, fair. Yeah. Because maybe... I was going to say, maybe you'll draw a 0 here. Whoops.
It's a -3 anyway. I could redraw the -3 or just try again. Let's...
Or yes, or that's the other option, is the lexicon. Good point.
Yeah, But that means discarding 2 cards. And paying 2 resources. I'll just try again.
Okay.
Yeah. Up 2 is still nothing to scoff about in this game.
No, definitely not. Yeah.
Oh yeah. 5-3.
Way.
There we go.
Excellent.
And the hound rushes after the imaginary stick once more.
Bye.
And that's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, a very effective turn. Wendy managed to, of course, like throw off the hound. The terror still exists, but at least she can, hopefully manage that. Rex watches her kind of disappear back towards the Nexus, and he thinks that having disturbed the river, he felt the hounds of Tindalos, but hasn't seen them, so maybe no big deal. And yeah, I'm just gonna respond as well here to Alex. I can definitely appreciate where you're coming from, having the feeling of kind of either clutter and just that stress at work. I get it. Do something that makes you happy if you can. Let's see if maybe Rex can find something though.
Yeah, learn to drive a boat.
Yes. If you'll allow me, Crosshare, I'm gonna venture out into the stars and we'll see. Because he's like, I don't know how this boat works. It's just a boat. There's no oars. There's no nothing. What am I navigating it with my mind? And with that feeling, he ventures up. A frightful darkness dotted with nauseating infinity of burning flashes. The black cosmic gulf of space between worlds, between realities, beckons cloyingly. A red alien planet gleams in the distance. Do you dare leave the path of the river? No. Do you dare? I don't like the sounds of that.
At least it's not a yellow star, so that's good.
That is true. Foreshroud, 2 clues, power 1. When the stars were right, they could plunge from world to world through the sky, but when the stars were wrong, they could not live. Free trigger. If you have power of 2 or more, or the Ace of Cups in play, draw 2 cards and gain 2 resources. Very nice. Group limit once per game. I don't have 2 power, so I can't use this. While Astral Space has no clues on it, it is considered to be in the victory display for the purposes of counting power. So it doesn't have victory 1, but it does have power.
Yeah.
Now, I think I'm going to continue because this distant planet beckons. Although I do need clues. Maybe I just grab them from here instead. What are the odds that I will get clues from the next spot as well?
Oh, you do have 1 clue.
I have a clue. It's on the camera. And if I can get more clues, then I'll be able to pop a bunch off the camera. Oh, yeah, maybe that's the play here. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get the clues from space, and then, as you do, and then pop back and, do all that stuff. Let's see what we can do. Rex.
Oh, but we both have to be there. Oh, right. Players embarked on the Astral skiff, so you have to be on the skiff, basically.
To spend the clues and then remember that you've learned how to navigate it. I'm gonna see what we can find here in the space between worlds. There might not be much, and, frankly, Rex's, what's the word I'm looking for here? Rex's, curse. His cursed nature is keeping him kind of tied down to Earth. But let's see if he can find something here. I'm at 6-4. A bless. Sorry to take that out of the bag. And a skull, which I believe is -2, because I'm 2 locations away from the Nexus. Okay, so succeed by 2. Perfect. I will remove the bless, unfortunately. I will use my reaction rather than May's camera. Just sneak both clues off this location. Because now I have them. And then, yeah, with your permission, Crosshair, I'm going to see if Rex can continue his journey along the space between worlds, along this strange river. Oh, well, we'll see, Flower. I mean, maybe I'll make my way back down there. I am curious.
Yeah, Wendy is more curious about the weird planet than the...
Yeah, we don't know what that is. But yeah, Rex is on a journey of self-discovery, right? Free trigger, embark from the skiff. I still have 1 action left because I took the extra action last turn or rather, press pass triggered this turn. I am going to spend 2 clues because I have them. And I spent clues, so I will take an additional action this turn. Yeah, so I have 2 actions left now. That's pretty good. And I will learn to navigate the skiff as he sits down into the boat and sort of can feel its motion, guided maybe by his mind. Whoa, it's a location.
We don't have a teleport anymore, so
Yeah.
all good.
Test of knowledge. This is a 1 shroud 4 clue location. It was on the back of the act, so it's revealed. For me, it is far better to grasp the universe as it really is than to persist in delusion, however satisfying and reassuring. Reaction. When you reveal a token, investigators at this location may spend 2 clues to cancel that token, return it, and draw a new one. Free trigger, exhaust, and spend a secret from the Sanguine Lexicon. Automatically pass a book test at this location. Well, that lexicon obviously has value beyond just a cookbook of delicious meats.
But it's also a book test, difficulty 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what book test would I have to pass here, Let's have a look at our new act. The test of knowledge. Thoughts swirl in your mind. The paradox of knowledge nearly overwhelms you. The less you know about the universe, the more fit you thought you were to belong in it. As your mind expands, so too does your crippling self-doubt. Damn it, Rex! You continue to explore this paradox, looking for conciliation. Oh boy. When an investigator enters Test of Knowledge, put the set-aside Igdivir enemy into play. Objective. Find a path. Another card will tell you when to advance. Rookie move from the dream world here. Jeez, man. What you're not just gonna test us on our strange trivia from from 20 years ago? Okay. Well, I still have a couple actions left. So
But
if
you leave with the boat, then I can't follow.
Yeah, it's true. So I will not leave with the boat. I'll stay in it. What do I do with my actions? I draw cards, right? Or try to get the clue off May's camera.
Or you can move. but I just have to wade through the water.
It's not super nice though, is it?
Yeah, but I still have a lot to do here. Like, if I want to keep you safe.
It's got a lot to do. Well, I appreciate that. So,
Mosey along.
oh, did I reveal a bless? Yeah, I did, right? Yeah. I'm gonna discard a copy of Curse of Palladia.
Oh, right. But I bet the one charge in Sanguine Lexicon is just the thing we might need at the test of knowledge when it comes along.
Yeah, whatever that thing is, whatever it is. Do you don't feel like, because I could wait around a little bit and then next turn, do you feel like you'll join me next turn or no?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna move the boat. Whee! Okay, action to navigate the skiff with his mind. The waters of the river are thick and murky. Strange shadows move beneath the surface and whispers seem to emanate from the depths. Everything is an ominous shade of red. 2 shrouds, 0 clues. You cannot move to a river without the astral skiff, except by using the location below. Below. Okay, so I would need to disembark here and then walk into the test of knowledge, which I think is what I'm going to do. I'm going to, because the boat.
You mean once per round?
Yeah, as a free trigger. Oh, right. So then I'll use the free trigger next round. Yes. So in fact,
next round.
Yeah, next round. So I will draw a card.
Yeah.
Last action.
So basically, when you reveal these river locations, you can then start wading through them.
Yeah.
Like I can now move down into it.
Yes. Oh, I see. Yes. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Right, because. Right, I understand. Yeah. No, and so okay, so that'll be my plan. Rex is confronting his own self-doubt, his crippling self-doubt. As we move towards a test of knowledge.
Yeah, and Wendy is just trying to keep the nexus somewhat intact.
I like to think that Wendy's actually here as sort of like a, it's like a Men in Black situation, you know what I mean? Your secret objective is actually just like keep the nexus clear of all these horrible beasts.
Yeah, if the nexus falls, the dream falls.
Yeah, exactly.
Small things that Rex doesn't need to know, like that 1 hour in the dream means 1 day in the real world. Or
wait, what? Oh no! What was that? That's the end of my turn, which means we'll go to end the enemy phase. No ready enemies, but the accursed follower, of course, drips a curse into the bag, which we're really not happy about. And at the end of the enemy phase, yeah, this guy, I guess, begins to unravel?
Yeah, it's basically saying that it's writhing chaotically, convulsing and going back and forth.
Between different
it's slowly, it's slowly unraveling again.
Yikes.
For a moment, trying to eat everyone's soul and destroy the world. You know, the usual.
Yeah, as you do. If you need it as well, I forgot. Of course, we have the access to, as you pointed out before, moving a dune to the agenda, because it doesn't really, currently doesn't mean anything, but it gives you a difficulty 0 test, which feels pretty nice.
Yeah. We're gonna be running into that soon anyway.
I think so too, yeah. Let's, we'll go to upkeep.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't a spoiler. Yes, no, sorry, reading. I've got it on a timer, so it's just after a certain number of chat messages. So it's an unfortunate, it feels like a reaction, but it was not. That's pretty cool, though. It's cool research that we're doing here. Oh, look, I don't need this. Okay.
Well, it's a card to throw away, so
way. We'll take it. All right. We'll do Mythos, and then do you want to take a quick break, Crosshair?
Yeah, I could grab more coffee and stuff like that. So
I think I can make enough coffee quickly, but I can definitely get water. But first, we go to 4 Doom on the agenda, 1 Doom on the Fortune Tellers. That's a total of 5 in play. Sorry. It is. Yeah, hang on. Now I have to. Where did the Fortune Teller go? Oh, she was on the back of the agenda, was it?
what?
I'm just trying to remember how she got into play, because, like, it would be useful to know if, yeah, there you go. When the river rank is revealed, next to the agenda deck. Is that in play?
I think so.
Yeah, probably, right? Okay, because otherwise putting Doom on her wouldn't do anything, which feels kind of silly. Yeah, it must be, right? The Doom on... Yeah, must be.
Yeah, okay.
I
I really don't. It's poorly worded, basically.
tend to agree. I mean, that's the one downside about some of these fan things. People don't quite use exactly the same language as the game, and then it gets confusing.
Or even official ones.
Very, very true. Okay, Rex is getting ready to embark upon a test of knowledge. Wendy is getting ready to kick some demon from beyond the star ass. But first, at 5 out of 6 Doom, we need to see what the encounter deck holds for us.
There's no more dogs.
That is true. Oh.
Oh,
God,
I say that.
Damn it. Why?
If there are no hounds, find a hound. I think.
Where are you? There you are.
There it is. One card that could do it.
Yeah.
It is.
And here it is. Let's not draw another one. It's not! Blood Haze. Put Blood Haze into play in your threat area. Obviously, Rex, realizing now that the thick water of the river in his dream, or in this place, is not a river of water at all. It is a river of blood. Siphon. Place a clue on your location. If you have no clues, discard a random card from your hand instead. Choose and discard 2 cards from your hand to discard Blood Haze. This is a siphon effect, which means if I take damage, it fires. But there you go. For now, nothing doing. The Blood Haze is here. Then we come back around.
Right. Be right back.
Yep, we're going to take a quick break, everybody, just to refill our drinks. I wish I could make coffee fast enough to have some right now, but I don't. I'm going to get some water. Folks, we're going to be back in a second. Let's see what happens next on Doomed. See you back in a few minutes. Oh, hello. Welcome back to Doomed. Not so solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game, with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. John, I had to jump back in as quick as I could because we were just taking a quick break. But I did see I saw your message. No, you haven't missed it. What is the It, though? A journey of self-discovery, of learning who you really are in a place beyond space and time. That's what we're doing. Did I break it? I didn't break nothing. Oh, that was the sound of my armrest on my chair. I didn't break nothing. Just here, just having some water, doing my thing. I'll make some coffee later. But also, hi! Welcome back. It's not broken! It's not broken! It's fine! It's fine! It's, you'll... If you haven't seen my stream setup in action, John, you'll appreciate how silly this is. The space between the desk and the green screen is, like, essentially just big enough for this chair, more or less. So if I want to leave, I have to put my armrest down so I can actually turn my goddamn chair. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. We're back here on Doomed. This is part 2 of Scenario 3 of Souls of Darkness. Rex and Wendy exploring a dreamscape? An astral projection? What is this place? Where are we? And what exactly is going on? as we await the Crosshair's return with great anticipation, I'll remind us that Rex is currently on a journey, a test of knowledge. What did we say here? Confront how little you truly understand about the universe, the world, and yourself. You must rely on your intellect to find a way back to reality. Thankfully, intellect is one thing Rex has. He's got like a pretty good head on his shoulders in terms of logical deduction and reasoning. He's no Sherlock Holmes. But when he can't fight his way out of a situation or hide in a bin, he can at least rely on his intellect to carry him through. Sorry, the Crosshair.
Or a teenager.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, welcome back. Sorry, yes, I started back up because I saw a message from John asking if he had missed it, and I was like, no, don't go. Just wanted to make sure that I was here.
Something happened to an armrest.
Oh, yes, and I was putting my armrest back up, and it sounded like it was broken. But it's not broken, right. It's just loud and annoying. Okay.
Like Rex.
Exactly. We're back around. Rex is traveling down a river of blood towards his own test of knowledge. Wendy is at the nexus of all worlds, seeing some strange cloaked figure far off in the distance, seemingly manipulating something, whether it has anything to do with the beasts in front of her or not, we're not sure.
Yeah, manipulating faith, and that's Wendy's job.
Yeah, exactly. Stop. Hey, who do you think you are, huh? Me? Oh my god. Yeah, so I mean, I leave it to you, Crosshair, if you want to go first, because you know you have enemies to manage, and or if you want to see what I find here in the test of knowledge.
I'll kick it off.
All right.
First things first, let's do the same thing and evade the Astral Terror. It is a 4-on-2 test. Yes, it is.
Hey!
Yep.
Great. Lovely.
There we go.
Isn't it nice when that works?
Yeah, when the Astral Terror listens to you and like, you don't want me.
Exactly.
The one you want is at the river.
Oh, okay. Probably not what it sounds like. I presume it doesn't speak in any language that a human can understand.
I want to save the Sanguine Lexicon now that I read that it might be useful, so...
There's something in it that seems to be useful for this test of knowledge, perhaps, yeah.
Yeah, let's play fights with the doggo again.
There's a lot of them, so that's gonna happen.
Yeah, and Wendy keeps playing fetch, so of course they come back.
That's a good point. Yep, that is how that works.
Okay, one more time, Sparky. 5 against 3.
Yeet. Oh! Okay.
0, and if the amulet is in play, it automatically succeeds. Cool. Well, bye-bye, doggo. See you again soon.
Lovely.
I think it's time to grab the liquid courage again.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case, even if I don't have any more abandoned and alone to fear. But...
Well, yeah, no, but it's still good to do. I tend to agree.
And then there's, what was it? 4 against 2.
Mm-hmm.
Current act.
Oh. Is that 3? It's currently act 3.
It's a random discard if I fail, so I'm just gonna throw Grimm's Fairy Tales to the bin and try again.
Okay. Oh, hey, delightful.
There we go.
Okay. Phew.
No curses No curses for me, thank you.
Nope.
Just
hey.
Trying to clean up the mess that the accursed follower is throwing around.
If either Wendy or Rex was a scientist, they'd be able to comment here on the idea that as creatures from beyond the stars kind of tear through space and time, that warps the very fabric of reality itself, including the concept of like fate and causality. Now, of course, neither of them are scientists, so they're unable to comment on this. I'm having
and
well, yeah, tell me.
Wendy thinks that all scientists are hacks anyway. It's just making stuff up.
What do you think about steam engines? Well, they like made some cool stuff, but I think they're hacks. I'm having flashbacks, Crosshair, to Dark Matter, the space themed Carcosa thing, and the idea of like, I really, really, really appreciated that campaign as like there's madness beyond the stars. Oh, whoops, this is the actual literal concept of entropy. I was like, whoa, that was very cool. That made me excited. Okay, Rex is here. He's ready to do some stuff. I'm gonna get off the skiff as the boat pulls in along the bank in a perfect landing aligned with Rex's mind. He steps off and ventures inland ever so slightly towards a test of knowledge, whatever that is. A place, I think it said the objective was, find path. When we enter test of knowledge, put the set aside Igdirvir into play. So I will walk in. It's one action. I'm going to put the set aside Igdirvir enemy into play.
Igdiviren.
This is an astral
It looks like an Igdiviren.
Ugh. God. It does, doesn't it? Ugh. That's awful. A 4 combat, 4 evade elite astral guide. It is aloof. Thank goodness. This is fun. Action parley. Play the riddle game. Test intellect 1. If you succeed, test intellect 2. If you succeed, test intellect 3. If each test succeeded, add a resource to Igdivir. If any test failed, discard a clue or take a horror. Action. If there is a resource on Igdivir, parley, test intellect 4. If you succeed, test intellect 5. If both tests succeeded, flip this card over and read the other side. If either one failed, remove a resource or take a horror. Okay. I'm thinking it's aloof. I'm thinking... sorry. Rex ventures into this sort of gentle countryside near the Astral River. There are small pools reflecting his own image back at him. And standing across from him is a creature unlike anything he's ever seen before. It appears to be an insect in nature, but almost with the head of some noble, wise beast. It clicks out a riddle inside his mind. However, before I do anything else, I think I'm going to get clues. Yeah, tell me. Sorry.
I do want to know, you might want to use the fortune teller this round because we're going to advance.
Because we would go to 5, which would be 6. That is correct. Okay, good shout. Yeah. So, in that case...
Might be a good spot to add a resource to Igdivir.
Yeah. Or even... How... Oh, man. How ridiculous would it be to, like, try the riddle game, and then if I get a resource, use the doom to reduce the difficulty of one of these tests? That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, you have to pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tests. But you do have 6.
6 books. 6 books. It's not too bad. Although the Curse of Palladia is not helping here. It makes another tentacle token appear, potentially.
Yeah.
However, because I could get clues and then, do, as you say, I could take that. At least I could take move the doom to, like, take the Igdivir parley test. I'm just wondering if it's better for me to just try the first thing and then see how it goes.
I'm just thinking.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the fortune teller only affects one of those endeavor tests.
Yeah. Oh, if you could just load up Doom on the... Oh, I think she exhausts as well, which is the issue.
Yeah, but
oh, yeah. Okay, so
I thought that the test 0 means all of them, but it only affects...
That'd be so nice.
So basically you have to succeed in... Well, the 1 is easy because you're 5 up anyway.
2...
The 2 is basically also 2 up.
Good.
So
yeah.
4 up. And then if you use the fortune teller ability, then you're 6 up on the last one.
Which feels pretty good. If I... The other kind of thing to consider here, there's a reaction on the test of knowledge. I may spend 2 clues to cancel a token and draw a new one. And if I spend clues, I get my press pass action. Which I wonder how valuable that is. I do... You know what I'm going to do, Crosshair? I'm going to rely on the fact that I probably will need to cancel a token here. I'm going to use my second action to investigate normally. I want to pick up some clues, then I'll have access to some clues in case I fail, and whatever. Rex is exploring his surroundings first, and perhaps even trying to deduce the nature of the beast in front of him. Is it a threat? I don't know. Deduction is... I'm committing deduction to this test, so I'm at 7 to 1. Skull. Minus 1, 2, 3 from the Nexus. 4 to 1 means I succeed by 3. I will take 3 clues. Okay.
Oh, right.
Okay. Now, currently my last action, although we'll see if that maybe changes. I don't know. Oh, shoot. I ran out of music. Gotta make sure we got that music on, huh? Now, I'm gonna play this riddle game. Rex has been looking around and sort of like, I wish I had a good riddle at the tip of my fingers that isn't like, you know... It's a good one. I don't know. It's a good one here. The more you have, the less you want, or whatever. I don't know. It needs to be like a good classic riddle. I think it has something to do. I can't imagine what this strange astral guide might be thinking for Rex, but let's presume that this riddle that's appearing in Rex's mind is existential in nature. It's about the nature of knowledge. You know, what is the one piece of knowledge that you will always have with you? Say something like that. I'm going to play the riddle game. Test intellect 1. If you succeed, test intellect 2. If you succeed, test intellect 3. I will save the fortune teller ability for that last test. I mean, hopefully. We'll see. So I'm 6 to 1. Okay. Curse. That's a bless. And after resolving a test. And a 0. Okay. Move one of each. Discard the curse of Palladia. We like that. I'm going to test intellect 2. At 6 to 2. Tablet. Minus 3. So that's okay. Now I'm testing 6 to 3. Am I going to use the... Yeah, I think so, right? Because I'm not guaranteed to use press pass and get an extra action. So let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move a doom from the fortune teller to the agenda and exhaust her to reduce the difficulty of this test to 0. So I'm at 6 to 0 for this last test. Fantastic. Okay, the game has been played. Rex comes up with an answer. The piece of knowledge that you always have with you from birth to death not like a bodily function. Those aren't knowledges, right? He define. I don't know. What's a good answer here? I feel like a good answer to that riddle would be knowing what makes you human is the piece of knowledge you have from birth to death. Say.
And just in case after you're done with that, I'm going to...
I am indeed done with that, though, I should say.
Yeah, I'm gonna exhaust some blood magic and discard a random card.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Just for funsies.
Yeah, just testing out some blood magic on an ancient massive horror, so...
Well, let's knock that guy up, right? So to speak. Oh, was that... Yeah, sorry, because that was... I went second. Yes, okay. I was like, oh, Crosshair, you have a whole turn. I understand. Okay.
It's a fast action.
Fast action.
I should
no,
say.
no, it's good. I forgot you had taken your turn already. So, enemy phase. There are no ready enemies. Well, there's an aloof Igdavir who just wants to play the game. And we add a curse to the bag as well. Oh, yes, you're right. And, of course, the Astral Terror begins to come undone.
Yep.
And did you add a curse or did I? I haven't yet.
Okay.
No. We go to upkeep, where everything readies, and scary shit happens, presumably. Hey, look who it is. I mean, sorry, look what it is. Shh. Don't tell anyone.
This would have been nice 15 years ago.
Yeah. You mean hours ago, right, Wendy? It's not 1 year is 1 hour, right, Wendy? Right?
Well, dreams are like...
We go to 6 out of 6 Doom. And we advance the agenda. Fuck.
Joy.
I knew this was going to happen. It told me that the blood god would come for me. This is the astral projection of Ufhash, a 5/10/5 elite monster guardian that spawns on Rylkos, which is presumably a planet made of blood. It does 3. It's a hunter. It is massive. It does 3 damage and 3 horror. And its siphon effect is to heal 2 damage from itself. Max once per phase.
And damage is a lot.
Yeah, and 5 of 8 is a lot. Is there a resign action in play? No, not yet. Well, let's hope Rex can. I was gonna say Flower. 1 victory is. It's also worth a power, for whatever that's worth.
Yeah, I can't remember what power gives in the victory display.
It doesn't. There was I think it adds power to like the general pool of power. I don't know if that means that here, let's check. I'm curious if it means that you're considered to have it at the end of the scenario. It is stored in the victory display. PowerPoints have no impact unless specifically referenced. At the end of a scenario, take each location. Oh, okay, fine. Right. Hang on. Yeah. Just as power will have a growing impact as the campaign advances. Certain narrative choices may be available or unavailable depending on how much power you have. I presume it adds to the overall power of the game if they're in the victory display at the end of the scenario.
Oh yeah, some scenarios might have something like if you have 3 power, gain stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so here's my hope is that I can that we can keep it at bay for long enough for Rex to finish his test of knowledge, whatever it is. Let's have a look at Agenda 7A, The Nexus Weakens. Something has noticed you. Something terrible. You hope you can escape before it finds you. You are learning how to control your astral projection, but you cannot sustain your travels here indefinitely. You must find a way back to the corporeal world before you are lost or consumed or go mad. Investigators at any location may use the reaction abilities on the fortune teller, which we don't want to anymore, but will if we have to. Okay, that's the agenda advanced. We're at 0 of 6 doom on our last agenda, and we're ready to see what else the future has in store for us in the encounter deck.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, I think I forgot to do my black market, but...
Oops. Yeah, probably. Well, we'll finish Mythos first, I guess, and then I'll... absolutely, you should do that.
Or do I just put... I'll just put 2 cards in the bottom. So...
Oh, okay, those would have been the ones that you passed on last turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair.
I wouldn't have had use for them anyways. Let's just say I looked at them, I know what they are, but...
Perfect.
Right, so the Nexus weekends, does the Nexus bring the hounds back?
No, thank you.
It is their bane. Harold, choose another investigator if able, and one of the following options. You and the chosen investigator must either choose one. Take 1 damage, take 1 home roar. Discard 2 cards. Damage, horror, or discard 2 cards. I can basically take horror again. Or damage. I think you can take horror as well. Better than discarding 2 cards, I think.
And is that your final decision? Shared pain between us? A paradox. I love it.
Yeah, I think there's a screech across the dreamscape that causes some horror to people, so let's go with that.
1 horror. Okay. Darkness Peering. We've seen this before. If there are power points in the victory display or play area, draw 1 card. I don't know if there are, because this is power 0. I don't think...
Power cards or power points. So there are power points in the victory display, but it's 0.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Oh, right. The Astral Spore.
Oh! Counts as power 1. Very good. Yes. Okay, good job, Rex. Well, deep into that darkness peering. Yep.
Or good job, Flower, for remembering.
Yes, thank you. Actually, that's much more important. Thank you for remembering, because I would much rather draw a card than take 2 horror. And I will. And I'm gonna do it. And I did it.
Oh, right. I got the Astral Terror back.
Okay. This brings us back around to the investigation phase. This presence somewhere off in the far distance beyond Rex is obviously terrifying, but he doesn't know what it is. He just knows that there's a feeling of dread and devastation coming. He needs to find a way out of here. And stat! Yeah. I need to try my my parlay test here as best I can, whenever I can.
Yeah. I'm thinking that the parlay test takes priority because then we know what we have to do, basically.
Yeah, no, that's super fair. I'm looking at am I gonna waste time like playing a card that's gonna be useful later and blah blah blah, but I don't think I am. I think I'm just gonna try it. Yeah.
You can use the fortune teller again.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Except that the fortune teller doesn't have any doom, so you can't reduce the difficulty, and you're already at 6, so...
Oh, but the base value of my skill is 4? So I feel like setting the base value up is it's still good. It's something, anyway. Thank you, Flower, and thank you, Crosshair, as well, for that card draw. Very nice. Okay. Let me think here. So there's one line of play where Rex is getting a little more set up and ready to tackle the situation. There's another line of play, which I think is probably the better one, where we're just going to try this test. I am going to parlay and test Intellect 4. And I'm not going to use the Fortune Teller yet. I can't believe I don't actually have much to commit to this test. How dare you, Flower? Ooh, I have this too. Yeah. Okay. I have a few options here. I'm gonna put a Doom on the Fortune Teller for this first test. Whoa.
That'll exhauster.
Correct. Yeah. I have another option for my next one. So this puts me up to 8. 6 base plus 2 intellect boosts. Let's see if Rex can speak to the creature a curse token. I don't love it. But a -2. Okay. This is, as near as I can tell, a pass. Remove the curse from the bag.
Now a 6 on 5.
Yeah, test Intellect 5. I am going to Quick Study. There we go. That's the one. Which places a clue on my location, but gives me +3. So, 9 to 5.
9 to 5, yeah.
Feels better. He's been studying this creature, not for too long, but as Wendy, of course, has pointed out, not to him, but like, he's starting to think now that maybe time here doesn't pass the same way as it does elsewhere. Let's test 9 to 5. It's a pass. Ooh. It's a pass. We're thrilled. I will flip this card over and reveal the other side. Or read the other side. I can't believe it. Igdivir chitters, and your mind is filled with visions of the cosmos. Answers that beget questions that beget true knowledge across time and space. Oh, that's nice. The investigator that succeeded at Deeper Question gains 4 clues from the supply. Damn. Each investigator at this location may search their deck for any spell or relic and put it in their hand, or play it, paying all costs, and then shuffle their deck. Okay, well, I'll definitely take 4 clues. Thank you very much. I don't know if I have any relics left. Relics or spells, was it? I think so. Yeah. That's sad. I have no relics or spells left in my deck. Tragique. But he succeeded at getting knowledge from Deeper Questions. Igdravir scurries past, and you follow, although you believe you know now the direction forward. The world twists and bends around you, but you will your astral form along the now visible path as Igdravir steps away into the swirling shadows. You have found a path. The lead investigator must choose. Continue on your path and immediately advance. That's you! So, continue on your path and immediately advance. If the Chalice of Blood or the Sanguine Lexicon are in play, you may switch paths. Remove the current Act deck and replace it with the C Act deck starting with Act 3, immediately advance. Or, if Alice Walcott is in play, you may switch paths, remove the current Act deck from the game, and replace it with the E Act deck starting with Act 3, immediately advance. Turn this card over, place it in the victory display.
Is the second option E or C?
C.
Because it looks like
it really does, doesn't it? Yeah. But yeah, I see. For me on the big screen that I have here, it's C for the second option, E for the third option.
Yeah. Right. So the lexicon basically glows,
allowing Wendy a chance to change the path that Rex is on. From what I recall, the C act deck was the one that was finding your way by force, inconsequential agency, and the E act deck was the one that was like the strength of your mental discipline.
It's a 2C, and this would be a C with Act 3 and Advance.
Yeah. So I think they're, at least what they're saying is like you don't have to go back, right? Like we would still move on to the next part of the act. It's just, are we on the path of what? Knowledge, mental discipline, or force? I think. Actually, we can't choose E anyway because Alice Walcott is not in play.
Yeah, inconsequential agency or uncertainty and doubt. Like, story-wise, it would be that Rex has found the answers with the chittering little thing, and now it's time to break free from this dream.
Mm-hmm.
It would mean changing the act. But also we could...
We don't, like, unfortunately, of course, well, not unfortunately, but like, I think it's all story because we don't know what the next act holds for us anyway, right? It could be anything.
Yeah. Like, story-wise, Wendy would notice the sanguine lexicon glowing or some pages opening and like, this could be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd just go for it.
Yeah, but I'm down because I really don't know. It might ask me to pass a combat test or something. I mean, hopefully not, but we'll...
Yeah, and you kind of did the knowledge bit already.
There's no more knowledge to obtain. No, I'm down. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
We don't have to do anything with the Sanguine Lexicon. So let's... Yeah. I mean, it's Wendy's choice to read the thing, and I think it's cool. Remove the current act deck from the game, replace it with the the C deck. I will pull that out here. It's this one. Starting with Act 3, which is a test of power. And then it says immediately advance. I will put that guy in the victory display. Thanks, Yggdrassil. Let us advance to, of course, a new place. Sorry. I think it goes... That would make sense. This is the Gateway of Power, an astral location. There's a free trigger to take a damage. You get +2 skill value for this skill test, +4 if you control the Sanguine Lexicon.
Well, the lexicon really is a dream book.
Yeah, clearly, yeah. I like that. Will to Power. The path is... yes, sorry. Oh, yes, yep. No, where is it?
Do we read this?
Oh, that was, that's Act 1. The Act 3C was the Gateway of Power.
Oh, right.
I flipped it over and it was a location. Act 4C, Will to Power. The path is before you now, but you know better than to think your self-actualization will be given to you so easily. It's not easy. You must embrace the hardship, wretchedness, and self-contempt, for if you were to be without them, you could not prove your worth, prove that you can endure, prove yourself. When an investigator enters the Gateway of Power, put the set-aside Horotkul enemy into play. If a guardian is defeated, immediately advance. If a guardian enemy is defeated, immediately advance.
That's a guardian. This is not a guardian.
Damn it!
Astral
that would be
is
so
not a
good.
guardian, but... Oh, right. The Avatar of Uvha's probably hunted.
When did it spawn, though? Oh, it spawned on the back of the previous agenda. So I don't think we've had a turn yet. Thank goodness.
Right.
Yeah. But it is coming, and I'm terrified. I have 2 actions left.
Wait.
Yes? Yes?
Why don't I have any actions?
Did you hit the upkeep button last time? Or just draw a card manually? That might be the...
No, but I can't be going into the enemy phase with Astral Terror ready.
No, you haven't taken your turn yet. It's just these didn't flip over for some reason. I don't know if you hit the upkeep button or if it just maybe you took a card and a resource manually. I don't know.
I might not have.
Your your encounter card was shared pain, not an enemy. So you're right. I don't think you've taken your turn yet.
Yeah, I don't think I upkept
then. Well, I think you should do that. Yeah, the question is when did when did that card draw on whatever it was?
Yeah, I'm at 6 resources, but I haven't played anything.
Mm-hmm.
That went away. I didn't draw Abandoned and Alone last time, did I?
No, definitely not.
Yeah, then I guess I just didn't upkeep and took the enemy and... Oh, well.
Oh, perfect. I think... No.
Yeah, I was thinking like, what did I do on my turn?
What have I done here?
I think it's because I used the blood thing and forgot to
do
the thing after that.
Right. Okay. Well, I still have a couple actions left. I don't know if I need clues anymore. I have a bunch anyway. So I'm going to move... Yeah, I'm going to move back. I'm going to get on the boat. And the question is, if I bring the skiff back to the riverbank, are you going to jump in here and help us get down to the... I don't know what this gateway of power is, but it certainly looks like the Sanguine Lexicon would be useful down there. And I know you have a big beastie as well.
Yeah, I have to deal with that and then preferably deal with the Ghost Follower or even the Avatar of Uvas.
I mean, yeah. Potentially. I feel like a 5-10-5 is... I mean, it's not... Nothing's impossible, but, like, you know, it doesn't feel like we're gonna be defeating that anytime soon. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my last action to bring the boat back.
I think that somebody should go still, because I'm going to be here at least one turn. So you're no use here, I don't think.
Well, my use would be to get you on the boat. Like, I have a feeling the gateway, this is just a thought out of character, I have a feeling the gateway of power, it says it's going to spawn an enemy. And there isn't anything on the location about that enemy. It probably needs to be defeated. Probably needs to be beaten. And having the Sanguine Lexicon would be a boost, if not necessarily the only way of doing it. So, let me put it this way. I can't defeat an enemy on my own.
Yeah.
So.
But I'll be here at least one turn still. So the Avatar of Uvas will be on the boat then.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so. Okay. Well, then in that case, I will. Because I feel like there's a run away and join me on the boat play, but I will move down to the river and hope that I can satisfy whatever this gateway of power needs from me.
Yeah, the only thing you could do is move it up. Then I would have to evade the Astral Terror, then move to the location, and then move the boat.
Do you feel like that's better for what you have in mind for Wendy?
Oh, right, the Astral Skiff can move. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I could deal with the Guardian and advance the act as well.
I mean, that would, it would be great to do that. I agree, but is that better than our other option, which I guess would be continuing to progress down the river, even though we don't know what's in store for us.
Either work, really.
Yeah.
Like, that just means that we're gonna be piling curses, but...
Oh, I see. Yes, that's an issue, too. Okay, well, you know what, then? I'm gonna move up either way, I think. Because... Yeah, because either we'll take the boat down together and try to hustle there, or we'll...
Yeah, the astral terror will die in 2 turns anyway.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah. Or we'll try to... we'll wail on the Avatar of Upash together somehow. I don't know how, but we'll try. That could be good. But yes, Rex is guiding his skiff back up the river, looking for his guide, just to see where she is. And
I guess I can use the astral skiff. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Because it's that you learn to use it, but
It's true. I think the only... it says you cannot enter Astral River unless you learned to navigate the skiff. Okay, so I would just, I guess, be in charge of moving, potentially.
yeah, next turn. Yeah, cool.
Well,
Okay.
but speaking of turns, hit me up, Wendy. What are we doing with this beastie?
Evading, as
Yeah,
always.
sure.
42. Yep. Evade. Let's just go with it. And Wendy will skip along to the boat like, don't worry about the dreams of terror and that huge thing advancing from the Nexus and the even bigger thing approaching from the stars. But
What big things? What are you talking about? Rex is looking around wildly, trying to figure out what it is.
embark on the skiff and move the skiff. Go.
Lovely. Okay. Now, however, it is the scary old enemy phase, where the Avatar of Upash, the large beast from beyond the stars, we don't know what it is, advances. We add a curse. And then, oh yes, and thank you. Of course, the Astral Terror continues to come undone. And we move to upkeep.
And I forgot to do this.
Aha, sure.
Oh. I don't think I'll need any of it. Well, it's an extra card still.
Yeah, it's trading a resource for a card, actually knowing what Wendy's does. Maybe that's no bad thing.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. Now, we move to upkeep. Now, with Wendy's presence fully known back here on the ship, the skiff, rather, the boat, as they progress down the river towards some sort of gateway of power. We go to 1, but currently 2 Doom on the agenda. We have the ability to initiate a skill test at 0, which is pretty good. Ooh.
Oh, right.
And yeah, we go to 2. Yeah, 2 Doom.
Yeah, I guess that's that. See if there's anything on the river. Hemophobia. Ooh. Put hemophobia into play in your threat area. Siphon, take 1 horror. Limit once per phase. Test. Brain tree. This test. It's minus difficulty for each point of power in the victory display. If you succeed, discard. Oh.
Okay.
Scary river. Maybe Wendy doesn't like boats.
It's definitely not the blood in the river that's the issue, though. I think we can all agree.
No.
Sanguine tithe. However, what the river giveth, the river also taketh away. For once called forth, it must feed upon the summoner's very lifeblood. Each investigator with one or more non-weakness treachery cards in their threat area takes 1 direct damage. If no damage was dealt, this card gains surge, but I believe it will be. Each investigator with one or more non-weakness treacheries. So, what's my siphon deal here? Place a clue. That's the siphon. Because I placed a clue, I'm gonna exhaust press pass, and then I'm immediately gonna lose the action from press pass. Okay, so not that much, just the damage and the scary shit here. Okay.
Yeah. When they took a damage from joining with Rex again, so
well,
makes
you know,
sense.
the blood requires sacrifice, right? Okay. We're back around to the investigation phase. The skiff could continue along. I have a need to know what lies at the end of the path. How do you feel about me taking us into the gateway of power?
Well, you kind of have to.
Well, you're the one who knows how to. I mean, if I may, I feel like it's good story beat for Wendy to be like, no, please, like you know how to do this, right? This is your journey of self-discovery after all. I'm gonna move down to the Astral River. It's a 3-shroud 0-clue location. It's got the same things. Is the gateway a river? It is not Flower, unfortunately. I wish I could go there directly. But of course, this is the nature of the beast, right? The skiff only works, and then you have to get off the skiff and move in on your own, which I will do. Free trigger to disembark, and then a second action to move in to the gateway of power. Rex looks around at the mist pouring out from old stonework. Are those lit candles? When an investigator enters the gateway of power, put the set-aside Horotkul enemy into play. Let's find them. Oh, it looks like
I've chosen
big stone troll
poorly.
or something. 382 alert. Does 2 damage and 2 horror. Victory 1. Horotkul gets +1 combat and +1 agility for every 2 damage on him on this card, it says.
Yeah.
Okay. He's not massive, so he engages with Rex. As Rex looks around, he wanders up very close to one of the statues, and its eyes flicker open. He screams as he, tries to run away. I'm going to evade this thing, hopefully. Unless you think I should try to punch it once.
No. Evading works.
No. We gotta... Oh, sorry, I should say... Do we know what we're doing here? What's the objective? Oh, if a guardian is defeated, immediately advance. Right. Okay, and this is a guardian. Yes. Okay, I understand.
Right.
Okie doke. I'm gonna...
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna evade. I'm gonna put a clue down to give myself +3. So I'm gonna go 6-2, and I'm gonna hope that maybe we can do something with this absolute monster of a beast. That's a success, so we'll evade it at least. Oh, it has alert as well, so if you fail to evade it, it attacks you. He's a beefy boy. This statue of stone creaks off of the base and starts to lumber towards Rex, who is quite nimble and manages to get away, at least.
Yeah. Wendy will disembark, of course. Notices a huge stony figure approaching Rex while Rex tries to run away around this gateway of power up and down the stairs. Looks at her heroic... Did I not upkeep again? No, I did.
But did you...
I was at 7...
And then you spent 1 for the drawing the card from the market deck? Did you just flip all your things over now because you knew what your turn was going to be? I do that sometimes by mistake.
No.
Oh.
No. And I do not at the end of that. I guess there's some kind of bug because
Yeah. I was gonna say you definitely haven't taken your turn. I can say
I
that.
was at 6 resources, then I was at 7, and then I took the one card, so it went back down to 6, but I didn't get a resource, and my actions didn't flip.
Yeah, that I don't know about the icon, the little things there, but
Yes, I was at 6 resources, then we did the upkeep.
Yep. And didn't, I guess. Oh,
so
yeah.
I went to
So
7.
let me ask you again. Did you upkeep, or did you add damage to the Astral Terror or something instead? Who knows? Actually, I guess the best way to know, is the last card in your hand the one that you took from the market deck or not?
No, but I did draw a card, but I didn't get the resources.
Okay, well, we'll watch very closely. Oh, because you just hit draw. Yeah. It's right next to upkeep.
Okay.
I see now.
I guess I've been pressing draw 1 instead of upkeep. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway,
that button is disableable, by the way, if we want to. But of course, now we know it's there. So.
Yep. I do know what my turn is gonna be, so I'm gonna flip all my actions again.
Okay. Now we know.
As Wendy looks at her heroic blade and goes like, "Okie dokie."
Yee!
Charges into the. I'm gonna be using heroic blade's second fight action.
Yes.
You must move to a connecting location, engage an enemy, and then attack it. Add your agility to your skill value for this attack. This attack deals +3 damage.
Nice.
So I'm engaging it, but it's exhausted.
Correct. But kind of the best of both worlds, really.
Yeah. So yeah, Wendy is just gonna leap across some stones and plunge her dagger into this creature like, finally a fight. A worthy fight even.
Worthy fight even.
So it's currently a 3 attack. And I'll be at 5, 6 seconds 3. If I took a damage, I could pump it to 10 against 3.
Yes.
If I added a card, I could go to 7 against 3. But I could also just do the 63 and then throw away.
See what happens. I almost called you Wendy for some reason. That's weird. Anyway.
Yeah. Let's go. What did I say? 63. Yep. Also, I forgot to use the market again, but. Curse. It's still 1 up.
Sorry, a lot of these tokens are different now. Actually, let me remodel them here. Those are -4. Skulls, I think, are also 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think it's closer to that now. Yikes.
Now, if I put the curse token back, then
I could have. Oh no! We were talking about that. Never mind. I was like, I could commit to this test, but I guess I can't now.
I'm on a 63. I'm 1 up. Well, the worst case option is that I draw a curse again. but
Yes.
then I'll be at the same thing, so I might as well commit to this and redraw that curse token. Well, I guess I can throw scavenge supplies away. So let's try that again. That's -2.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. Phew.
Good.
Woo.
Thank you.
That was scary.
So that would be 4 damage on this little beast.
Hooray.
Only half.
Only half. It also makes him a 5 combat 4 evade enemy now. But you know, it's okay.
It's okay still.
Yeah, it's okay is maybe the wrong word, but we'll see where we get to.
It's okay.
Yeah. Excellent work, Wendy. Just kick his ass. Plunges the blade in. Rex is like, oh my god, what did I walk in on? What the hell is going on? Enemy phase. We have some hunters hunting. The Astral Terror... Oh, yeah, well, it will hunt, as will the Avatar of Upash. They meet.
And then the Astral Terror will
It is consumed.
into the victories.
It is consumed.
I guess it goes into the victory display.
If there is no resources...
Ah!
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
If this would defeat the Astral Terror, discard it.
Okay.
Oh.
So we don't get the power from killing the beast from beyond the stars.
Yeah.
Also add a curse, of course, from the follower in the big city. Who knows who that is? We go to upkeep. Where? Yeah, we ready
I
things.
forgot.
Yep, go for it.
Forgot the marketplace thingy, but that's not gonna help anyway, so.
Okay.
Marketplace is just about done anyway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, the strange market of the world, right?
Oh, you gave it to me.
Oh, sorry. Well, it was engaged with you. Sorry, you are correct, but it wasn't. I think you had to engage it with the sword.
Yeah, but
I suppose that's true.
I think not sure how evaded enemies work when going back.
It's the whole thing.
But I would have taken it anyway.
Oh, well, then there you go. So it is upkeep. So we can upkeep. We can do the huge. Hey.
Well, ain't that nice now?
Okay.
Well, more cards to throw away.
Exactly. Wendy is the master of just throwing things away that she needs to throw. We go to 3 doom out of 6. Of course, we still have access to the fortune teller, reducing difficulty as the avatar of some massive guardian monster floats slowly down the river. We only hope we can defeat this guardian before it is too late. 3 out of 6 doom.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
More enemies?
Oh, probably.
Let's see. Sanguine Tithe. 1 direct damage.
1 direct damage, okay. I have some siphon abilities at my location, so I need to fire those here. Place a clue.
Oh.
Lose an action.
I take siphon also. 1 horror.
Okay. Our clues on my location, though. That's not a bad thing. Rex is now... I don't think he has any, outward kind of markings on him or anything, but the pull of this place is sapping his life force. Definitely.
Yeah, Wendy doesn't look too good either. Maybe blood everywhere, scratches, possibly a puncture wound or 2.
Oh god, a puncture wound or 2.
And still looking as quotation marks happy as ever.
Well, of course, this is what she wanted, right? Whereas as Rex watches the showdown between these guardians, his attention is turned briefly back to the river. This is a psychic disturbance. Perhaps this is the creature calling out to him, the avatar of Ufash. Test willpower X. X is the distance between you and the Nexus. For each point you fail by, discard a card or take a horror. Well, okay, that's fine. I have, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm testing 3 against 4. And
what's the icon?
Willpower. I'm gonna
No.
commit to this myself. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping to not, fail by too much more, but these things happen.
Yeah.
I don't want to ditch that. I'm gonna... Bye, Alice. That's worth 2, so I'm at 5 to 4. Curse? -2. Okay. So that is fail by 3, but we remove a curse. Discard a card or take a horror. Okay. That would be good to keep, that'd be good to keep, that'd be good to keep, that'd be good to keep. So that's an easy discard right there. That one's also pretty easy, actually. And do I dare take a single point of horror? I think I do. Ha! Yikes. I mean, it's pretty devastating for Rex anyway, but...
You'll have to deal with the avatar of Hush if I can't deal with this one.
Oh, yes, well, you know. I don't like my odds of dealing with it anyway, but you are right. The hope is that we don't have to. The psychic disturbance. Rex drops to his knees as a voice calls through his bloodstream, shaking him to his core. And we're back. We're back to the investigation phase. Would you like me to... If I started, I have a way of evading, or I have a way of helping your tests as well, potentially. Whatever you...
Actually, I have an idea of using the second ability of the Heroic Blade.
Yeah, it's no bad thing.
Because I could move to the Astral River.
Uh-huh.
And attack the Horatkul.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's how it works.
I think so. I'm not sure, unfortunately it's a wording thing, right? You must move, engage an enemy, and then attack it, but does that mean the enemy has to already be unengaged? Is the engage part of the must, or is it not? You must move to a connecting location, engage an enemy, and then attack it.
It all depends. Can you engage an enemy twice, basically?
Yeah. I don't think you can take an engage action on an engaged enemy. Although, if it was on me... No, but then it wouldn't be at that location. Never mind, that's not... I was like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
That's not useful. Okay. I'm not sure if it works here.
I can also use the Sanguine Lexicon to deal 2 damage.
Yeah. So as long as that blade finds purchase once.
Yeah. It's basically 5 against 5 then.
Mm-hmm. I can assist with this test.
Yeah, I could basically take damage as well.
Okay.
Go 4 up.
Scary.
Yeah, that would mean that I have 1 health left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I do have things to, do to that, but that'll take time, and do we have time?
That's a good question. We can also reduce the difficulty of this test to 0. I don't know if we want to keep that for now or for later, but I forgot about this. The Fortune Teller, of course, exists. We could move the Doom. It's already in play. maybe that's
Oh,
a good shout, right? Potentially.
then it's 5 against 0 attack.
Yeah, it is. You're right. Yeah, this is not
Yeah,
the last
let's-
act flower. Can you believe it?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's reduce it to 0.
How, is Wendy calling upon the fortune teller physically or just her spirit? Her crazy aunt. I think it was.
Yeah. Basically, like screaming out into the void, like your homunculus is bothering us again.
There we go. I've moved the doom.
Or maybe saying to Horatko, like, go back to the name of the fortune teller. Just enough to distract it.
Perfect.
Didn't tell you to behave with guests around. So yeah, let's go 5-0. That should be good. He says.
Yeah, he says. Yeah, exactly. Oh, perfect.
Oh, it would have
look at
succeeded
that.
anyway.
Oh. So nuts to your
That's-
Asmar, but we didn't know that.
Let's do damage.
Okay. The stone
Oh.
creature stumbles under the weight of Wendy's surprise sneak attack.
Yeah. Now I could use the Sanguine Lexicon. Draw a card, discard 2 cards, spend 2 resources, deal with the Horatko. Yeah. And I can't draw any weaknesses because I've already used them.
Hooray! Hooray! Is that good?
So yeah. Let's just as the blade sits firmly in the ribcage of the Horatko, Wendy does the usual of reading from the book and making the dagger glow and making that thing go puff.
Hey, if it works for her most of the time, it's no bad thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. So discard 2 cards. I don't think we'll be needing burglary at that moment. And probably not gonna use bank job.
Okay.
Especially because embezzled treasure went away.
Went the way of the dodo.
Oh, that's 2 more damage, and Horatko goes into the victory display. There's nothing behind.
Well, the Guardian is defeated, so we will immediately advance to this Path of Power, which I will put... I presume it goes down here, because I'm just gonna... Yeah. Before reading Path of Power...
No.
Yeah, there's another one.
Yeah.
Okay. I will read the new act first. Act 5C, Path of Power. The Guardian defeated, the path is now open. Despite your exhaustion, you can feel your growing strength empowering you to navigate the shimmering threads of this ephemeral demens, whatever. Your metamorphosis, isn't it metamorphosis? What are we changing into? It's nearly complete. Each investigator must travel the Path of Power, then spend the requisite number of clues as a group, which is 4, to advance. 4 clues. That's not bad. That's really
How many do we have?
We have 4. I have 1 on the camera, which I need to take off the camera, but that's not too bad.
No, you don't. Because we have the 4 clues, so...
Well, no, sorry, 1 of my 4 clues is on the camera. For some reason it's counting it. Oh, well, for some reason. I know why it's counting it. I will...
Well, it's gonna take 2 turns anyway.
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna read the Path of Power as well, which is a 3-shroud, 4-clue location. Okay, action. Look at the set aside, the Path of Power weakness card, and then decide whether to travel the Path of Power. If you do, put the Path of Power story weakness into your play area. Free trigger, investigators spend 4 clues as a group, return through the Nexus. Replace the act with Act 6A. Group limit once per game. It's got victory 1, and it's got power 1. That's so cool. I love this. The objective on the act is currently that we both have to travel the path of power and spend 4 clues. It also has a victory point on the path, so I might just try to scoop those up.
So we both have to travel it, so it's not even a choice.
Well, other than the free trigger on the path of power here is replace the act with another act where we move through the
right.
nexus, which I presume that one would be like, you can resign now. I don't know if that means you have to resign from the nexus, which doesn't feel great. I guess we can't look at the path of power yet, of course.
Yeah, not yet anyway, so.
Excellent. Did I read the objective? Yes, I did. Right, yes. The metamorphosis is nearly complete. Wendy, you still have an action remaining. And then see what we gotta do.
Do I? Oh, right, I do.
Why? I just want to go to sleep.
Since we're gonna be spending a turn on the boat anyway, because one moves there, gets on the boat, and the second investigator will move the boat, which would be you.
Yes.
So I'm going to prep for it, and we got the terms.
Oh, okay. Lovely. Hey, rough start, stiff. Oh, what a horrific name to say like that. Thank you very much for the follow and welcome to the stream. I now have, I should say for everybody, if you're already followed, unfortunately this, I presume, won't work, but I have set up the follows to be randomized, so you might get a Sergey one, or you might get a Paul one, or whatever, which I think is kind of fun. Well, then in that case, Crosshair, I will not leave without you on the boat. Oh, yeah.
Oh, right, you had a turn left.
Yeah. You just took out a whole big Guardian, so NBD.
Yeah, I was thinking that we need next turn to get there, but I could have moved to the boat and board the skiff, and we could go down this turn as well.
Do you want to have done that?
Yeah, rather. I thought that you didn't have a turn, so that's gonna
great.
Back down a bit and move to the boat.
Great. And you can have your resources back as well if you desire them.
Oh, yeah.
If you desire
like
them, of course.
And I forgot to do the marketplace again.
Hey. I mean, pretty much, I imagine you know what's in there by now.
Yeah, I'll take a card to... No.
Do I want these clues, is the question.
It's the same 4 cards anyway, so I know what's coming anyway.
I think rather than take the clues here, I feel like I would want them off the path of power because it has victory and power.
Yeah.
Which is maybe a little scary.
Yeah.
But I am going to play a card, which is your friend and mine, May O'Brien, who materializes out of the ether. Rex is surprised, but then again, he found his press pass, he found May's camera. Like, things are kind of re-solidifying here as they find their way through the new path. Search your hand, play area, and deck for a tool asset. Attach it to May. I will. I think I have another camera somewhere. Doesn't really do much for me, but it's soak, and I'll take the willpower boost. And then I will move and hop on the boat, and then I will take us down the river. Thank you for moving, Sir Loin.
We can continue their battle elsewhere.
I can battle it. As the skiff moves down the river, May looks around her and looks around all of them in absolute kind of awe. Like, what is this place? I just don't, as if she's in a haze, unsure of how she got here. And that's the end of my turn.
You're just dreaming.
Oh, okay. And she goes back to sleep. Oh, all right. And that's it. That's us. So we move mythos. Enemy phase. The avatar of Ufash sneaks ever closer, but we are preparing to travel the path of power. Pull a curse.
Maybe.
You're right. Maybe we don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared of it anyway. Take that for sure. Okay. And I'm just going to keep us moving Crosshair so that we hopefully, wrap up the scenario as we can. We go to 4 out of 6
Before
doom.
the hour.
Yeah, before the hour, exactly. As the Nexus continues to weaken, but as the river reaches its end, swirling power gathers. 4 out of 6 doom.
I just realized that the fortune teller makes skills difficulty 0 and exploit weakness needs difficulty 0.
Haha, that's true.
Anyway,
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Let's see what's stopping us this time. An astral storm, of course. Rain 4 or agility 4. If you fail, take 1 damage and exhaust all assets you control. Can I still use the heroic blade if it's exhausted?
Yeah. Doesn't say you have to exhaust it, so yeah. So you wouldn't be able to use the sanguine lexicon, I guess, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's 1 damage still, but...
That's not so good, obviously.
4 agility, 4 brain, both are the same. Let's see. I have... I have anything. Sorry, taking a while.
No, you're thinking about what you want to commit?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Let's throw resourceful into this, and let's throw the exploit weakness because I don't think I'll need it.
Okay. Do you want one more icon or no? Oh, yeah, I guess you're also Wendy, so there's that.
Yeah, I'm 2 up currently, so that should be fine with Wendy's, but 3 won't do much. Like, there's only 2 minus 3, so... 2 up. There we go.
Lovely. The storm.
And I'll go...
And resourceful, of course, allows you to pull something back to hand, as you are in the middle of doing. The storm...
Yeah, I could take exploit weakness back, but...
The storm forms on the horizon, but then dissipates just as quickly as it reaches Wendy.
Stop it. We're getting out of here. No more of the storms and enemies. I'm late for dinner.
Unfortunately, though, Rex has a bit of a problem in that the storm dissipates, but coming out of it still is a small bit of the torment from beyond the stars. I have to take a damage. I'm going to put it on May, which means hits my siphon abilities here, which I...
It also hits my siphons, does it?
I can't remember, unfortunately. I'll just check really quick. I feel like it might.
I think it's at that location.
Then each other investigator at the same location resolves the siphon effects on their cards in their threat area, etc.
Oh!
Hooray!
So
less good.
I'm 6 horror.
So I'm going to... This drops a clue, unfortunately, and it loses me an action, which is the one from Press Pass. Blech. That said, not too scary, not a hunter either, so there's that. And we still need to get some clues before we can decide if we want to travel the path of power. The creature...
Well, there's clues on the path of power,
exactly.
so...
That's my hope, too. We're back around. What do we think? Do we want to try to kick this guy's ass, or should we do something else?
If I start, I can try.
Be nice.
But that means that I might hit you, which means I might kill you.
Yes, which is less good. I can help with that. With avoiding that, I mean, outcome.
It's also not a hunter, so I can just evade it. Oh no, I can't evade it.
You'd have to engage it, evade it, and then move, yeah.
Yeah. But it's a 2 fight against 5.
Mm-hmm.
What am I gonna do on my turn anyway?
Yeah, that's a good question. See if you want to travel the path of power, I guess.
I could play the Thermos. Disembark, move in, do a thing. Because I need to play something that keeps me alive a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're willing to risk it, I could... Oh, I do have Wendy's ability, so...
And I can also assist with, yeah, the... I can kind of double up on that ability.
I'll start then.
Okay.
I'll take... hidden pocket. Let's say.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack the Astral Torment with the blade, which is 5 against 2.
Okay. I will chuck in on this. If that works for you. Just to give you a little boosteroo here. It's +1. I'd rather not put clues down on the victory location if I can help it. So this feels. Oh.
Yep. Well, 5 on 2. Let's go. There we go. It's a dead one.
Is this dead? It's too bad. Okay, excellently killed.
Oop.
My light is a little bright, Crosshair, but please continue taking your turn. I'm just gonna fix it while you're doing so.
Yeah, Wendy will just tell Rex and May to come along. We'll soon be out of here, and you can go do your adult things.
I think I've almost decoded the language of the universe. Rex is sort of perhaps a little insane. Who knows?
And come say hi to Mother when you can. Takes out, let's say, a teddy bear with quite lifelike eyes, let's say.
Oh, that's horrible. But I like it.
I think I should have that kind of insurance in place.
Oh, I mean, definitely. Rex does indeed follow, sees the teddy bear. Yeah, oh, sorry, yeah.
One horror, it's not direct horror.
Correct,
cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
I definitely want to look at the Path of Power weakness and see, but it says if you do, put it into play in your play area. So it will become active, whatever it is. So I think first, I'm going to see about getting these clues.
If you do travel the Path of Power story and weakness into play area, not if you don't choose to travel the Path of Power.
No, but yeah, that's it. Like, I guess if I look at it and I go, oh, no, I can't do this, then I've kind of wasted an action, quote unquote. It's not really a waste, I guess.
It's true.
But we both have to, well, if we want to, we both have to do it. Oh, but I also need clues anyway. Let's get some clues. I'm going to investigate here. 6-3.
Could use May's camera to get the clue.
Yep, and then I'll have 3.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I mean, plus I don't know about you. I think the victory here is quite, feels good.
Tasty.
Tasty. That's the one. I'm going to investigate. I'm committing this perception to be 8 to 3. Occultist, which will reveal another token. And a fucking auto fail. Okay. Okay. I will take a horror from the cultist token. I will put it on May. It's gonna be May.
That triggers the siphon then.
No, just damage. Just damage.
Ah, right.
Which is like, I mean, thank God. I feel like it's, this like blood theme thing is pretty cool. Okay, so that's unfortunate. Now I'm wondering, well, in theory we still have another turn unless there's another damage thing coming at us, which is possible.
We either need the clues or...
Oh, well, we need... No, you're right. We need the clues anyway. Like, regardless, right? Because we need to either spend clues to get through the Nexus or travel the Path of Power. So I'm going to investigate again. I am at 6 to 3. And putting a clue down doesn't really make sense, I don't think. Does it? No. I'm just going to investigate. A skull, which I think is -5. Because we're very far. So I do not succeed. So, unfortunate, but we've got, I mean, not a ton of time, but we've got some time. Move to the enemy phase, where the Avatar of Vash, the pressure continues to mount as it moves down the river towards us. We add a curse to the Chaos Bag, and we go to upkeep. Rex also can feel the thing that follows coming for him very slowly. Perhaps he'll be dead long before it arrives. It's just a dead draw for me.
Hey.
Okay. We go to 5 out of 6 Doom on the agenda. We're about to loop the encounter deck, but that's not such a big deal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We won't get to that.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, we will.
Oh, because we still have to draw our cards this time. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what
So we might just die now.
Yep, it's possible.
Okay. It's 5, I guess. 1, 2, 3.
It's a lot.
Yeah. 5 against 4. I guess I'll throw this away now.
Okay. Which takes you up to 6. Pretty good.
I could go 8 against 4 on this. Instead of discarding cards and taking horror. I can't take horror, so...
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, the question becomes, how do you feel about discarding cards? Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, certainly
8 against 4.
Oh.
Let's not do that.
Much better.
Much better.
Delightful. The psychic feeling from the Avatar of Vash is of no concern to Wendy. Oh my god. It's the Hound of Tyndalos, as you might expect.
Cool.
Okay. That's okay.
Yeah, we need 2 clues, and I guess both. Well, I could look at the Path of Power.
see if it's something we want to travel, and then we both
Yeah.
need to do it. I feel good about getting the clues. I feel confident.
Yeah, you can use the fortune teller as well,
Oh yeah, of course.
because things will advance anyway, so everything into the pile.
Everything into the pile.
So let's see what this power is.
I'm going to. It says set aside, so I'm gonna pull that. I'm gonna pull it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try not to look. Paths of virtue, knowledge, power. I'm putting them in front of
Well-
you, Crosshair.
Hey,
I don't know if they're hidden or not, or whatever. So
it's permanent inside weakness, so look at them. I guess it means everyone. I'd say everyone. We always look at the...
yeah. I mean, it's like I would have spent the action to look at it as well, so I suppose that's true.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Permanent forced. When assigning damage on or horror, you must assign at least one damage or horror to an ally asset if able.
Oof.
After you reveal a skull, a token during a skill check. If you have 5 or more power, treat it as a -1. If you have 10 or more power, treat it as a +0. If you have 15 or more power, treat it as an elder sign.
I mean, how often is that going to happen? But well, actually, it's permanent, so this carries us through forever.
Yeah. Wendy doesn't mind traveling the path
gonna
of
say,
power
like-
anyway.
She's I don't need anyone, right? Like that was her whole kind of shtick.
Yeah, like, you should come take a look at this.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. I feel like Rex is gonna have to make this decision, not for himself right now, but like, is he willing to sacrifice anything in the pursuit of knowledge, even the people he loves? Question mark?
Right. So that's one.
Okay.
More actions. We probably get defeated if the agenda advances.
Yeah, as the Nexus weakens. I agree with that.
I assume so. So I might as well try to help getting the clues.
That would be good.
So it's 3 against 3 for me, I guess.
Less good.
Yeah, but that's kind of fine. So I'll try. When he tries to look at like where does this path lead or any idea, because it certainly draws her in. Well, she's on the path of power anyway.
So now she's looking for ways to help Rex find it, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's 1 up.
Okay.
Do I go 2 up on 1 or 1 up on 2?
Ooh, good question. That's a really good question. 2 up
Actually,
takes
I can
more,
read-
3 tokens out of the bag, and there are a bunch of curses, though, so of course there are.
Yeah. And I have 2 redraws. I have to... Let's split the difference.
Okay.
Because if I draw 1, that means that you'll basically automatically get the 4 clues.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that would be pretty good.
So if I get 1, that's enough already, so I
Actually,
should
that is a good
also-
point, yeah.
Yeah, let's draw both of these. Never got to play it, but jury rigging the heroic blade would have been something.
It doesn't need another blade grafted. I feel like you sticking a blade on a blade, you know?
Yeah, just putting nails on a blade. Like, that's a blessed ancient relic. Yeah, it needs a bit of sharpening.
It needs a little something else, yeah.
Yeah, something. So, 5 against 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
Let's go
no.
with that. Excellent. Absolutely fabulous.
That's 1 clue. And as you say, the XP there is rather nice, so
I think so.
let's
I'd like
try
to
to
see
get...
a bit of XP this scenario.
3-on-3. Why not? Let's
Whee!
pull it.
Wendy Adams.
Yeah, 3-on-3.
Oh.
X's current act.
5.
If I draw a cultist, I take a horror, and it goes on the cherished keepsake.
Yes.
So I don't, but hemophobia trigger. Oh, it
Off
doesn't
of
trigger
damage.
on horror.
Yeah, I think.
Let's throw terms away.
I love
Actually,
the small hand thing is good. This is, you love to see things just like throwing.
Oh, I forgot the market again, but
We gotta get you a reminder for that market, or we gotta get someone
Yeah,
who comes
I
around
have-
going market.
I have to put the underworld market somewhere like here, and then exhaust it to
Yep,
remember that I
Remember, that's
used it.
fair. Yeah, because then it'll ready. Yeah, that's a good shout. But
But yeah,
let's see.
Grinch tails away to draw again. -1 against 3.
Ah,
I believe
yeah, I
is
think you were
not
evens.
good enough.
That's too bad.
Okay,
Oh, well.
but I've traveled the path of power, so
But we traveled the path of power. Rex can
up direct. Oh no.
Rex can see that Wendy has moved off into the distance, and perhaps without really comprehending what he's doing, he can feel one of the hounds behind the presence behind him, and with the strength of a voice that he didn't even know he had, he just tells the dog to stay, in a voice that is full of power. I'm going to investigate. This adds my agility, so this takes me up to 9-3. It doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity, so I go up to 9-3. Rex Murphy. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. So actually kind of the worst of both worlds here. It's a if I'm not mistaken, it's a 9-5. 9-5. A 9-5. So I was 6 up. This is -5. So I succeed, but only by 1.
Yeah.
So I do not evade the enemy, and I do not get a second clue from my ability. I do get a clue. Whoa, that's Wendy. It's not a clue. I get a clue, and I'm gonna... Does May's camera exhaust? Shoot. Okay. Okay. Now, this is bad.
We do have the 4 clues.
Do we? Between us?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You have 3,
Okay.
I have 1.
Yes. Okay. Because I'm just trying to... Because I could action, travel the path of power, and take an attack from the hounds.
Yeah, but this does mean that we probably
We would miss
won't
the...
clear this location, but
Yeah.
it's 1 victory.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to think here. The alternative is I evade the hound with quick study, which puts a clue back, and that's quite risky.
Yeah, because we're gonna die, so we better just move along.
Yeah. Oh, but hang on though. Blood haze. Oh, this is even worse. Siphon from blood haze. Place a clue on your location. That would lose me a clue. Uh-oh. I may have borked this up with that -5. Really bad.
That depends on the trigger order.
It's true, actually. I think if you are taking an attack of
Yes.
opportunity, you have to take it first.
Yeah, because when you choose to travel the path of power,
Mhm.
or you use the... Well, you do have 2 actions left, so...
Yeah. Yeah. God.
Didn't May's camera have clues on it?
I moved them because it was counting them on my mat, and that was bothering me because I couldn't tell how many I actually had, if that makes sense. I should have.
So
Forgot that it.
if you travel the path of power, you take a hit and you have to drop a clue.
Yes. Sorry, I was just looking at that. Correct. And then we won't have enough clues.
No. Then you have one action to get a clue.
Yeah, but I still have a hound on me.
Yeah, but you won't lose clues to it anymore. So can you take 2 damage and do horror?
No. Isn't that sad? May dies at my first hit. That's fine. But then I can't take another damage. Wait, no, hang on. Do I need... Oh, no, but we need clues. Yeah, okay. This is the issue.
You can evade the dog and get a clue, but then you won't have...
Excuse me. Okay. If I evade... Go ahead, sorry. Yeah. We can also... It's true. We can also spend 4 clues to... It says return through the Nexus, replace the act with Act 6A. I imagine, because it says return through the Nexus, that it will then force us to go back to the Nexus, and
yeah, we wouldn't survive that anyway, so I don't know what advancing the path of power does anyway, so...
My only other option here, I'm just thinking about it, let's say I evade, but with a quick study, that would put a clue on my location, then I would have 2 actions. One would be to pick them both up, hopefully, somehow. Then I would travel the path of power. And but then I wouldn't take any damage or horror, so I wouldn't have to,
Yeah, as long as we end up with 4 clues and you on the path of power, we can advance. So, so basically you evade.
Yeah.
Evade has to be the option because you can't take the hits.
It's the scary thing of if I spend a clue to do that with quick study, I then have to get clues back after, which is so scary because what if I don't? I only have to get 1 back after that. That's true.
2. No, 1. Yeah. So you don't have to succeed by a lot.
You just have to succeed.
You just have to evade the hound and then get 1 clue, and then we are...
We're gonna try this. I'm gonna evade.
Do you have 2 actions left after this?
Yes.
Evasion.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. However, they're definitely tricksy actions. This brings me up to 6 to 4, which is not huge. I don't know if you have... Oh no, I know what you have because I feel like I saw it. So I will.
Yep.
6 to 4, and then I guess we'll just look at the options that we have. Oh my god, this is so sad. Like I've been through so much of my deck. K -2, good. Evaded. Hound of Tyndalos.
Cool. That's the siphons done. Cool.
I realize as well I could have not exhausted May's camera. I realize this now. It had a clue on it. The other one was on the location. I could have...
Yeah, but you still only need the... Well, you do need to use the press pass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or...
Oh, I guess taking the clue off May's camera versus taking the clue from the location is the same thing. So...
Yeah,
now,
basically we need 3 clues, so which is easier.
Yeah, which... Well, okay, I mean, give me a +1. Here we go. Sorry. So I will choose to do that. Okay. Action. Investigate. I'm at 6 to 3. I can't boost it. I feel scared, but just, I guess, help.
That's Arkham.
Oh, that's Arkham! No. How did we come one action? Okay, sorry for freaking out. If I travel the path of power, I won't have the clues, but I will have traveled the path of power.
Or if you get the clue, then we can spend the clues and go to the Act 6, but...
And see whatever it is.
Yeah, it's a choice between both traveling the path of power or advancing to a different act.
Which, yeah, it's hard to know what it'll do. I forgot about the, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, like, because the cards are everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, but also it was a tentacle, right? So I would have used the Doom on one of the tests, for sure. I just wonder which one.
Yeah, probably the first one when he needed it the most.
Yeah. Which I succeeded, thank God. Okay. So. Oh, but then I wouldn't have quick studied. I see. Okay. Yeah. So it's a clue, then, and then I will see about replacing the act. Maybe?
Guess so.
Guess so.
Because
Last
the
action.
only other option is to travel the path of power, but that does nothing because we don't have
yeah.
clue.
We have, sorry, again, the way that it's counting is like, it's so weird because technically the clues on May's camera are mine. It's just the way that the camera is worded makes it sound like they're not, you know? Which I understand.
Yeah.
So, I think I have to investigate for my last action. Oh no, because I could travel the path of power.
We don't know what the path of power does.
Correct. Well, we know what it is.
Advancing is still advancing, but...
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to get the... Yeah. The question...
I'm gonna leave it to Rex.
Yeah, I guess the story question for me is like, would I want to walk the path of power? And I don't know. I'm just not sure. I'm gonna try to get both these clues. I mean, I'm essentially, you know, gambling a little bit here, but if I get them, then I will spend and we'll go from there. If I don't, then we don't get the, you know, we don't get the victory point anyway. So it's 6-3. It's tragic how close this has come, and I feel like I should have been a bit more ahead of the curve. That's okay. 6-3. Yeah. +1? No. Okay. However, still a success. So I'll take one clue.
Which means that...
And then, yeah, I would...
If you want to use the fast action, then we can.
Yeah. I guess, like...
When did you lose 2 clues?
What do you mean lose?
Like, you placed 1 clue on the location.
Placed one on the Astral River as well. I don't remember why. I think I had to drop one back there.
Yeah.
I've been dropping them all along. I didn't get the ones from Gateway. I was just like, oh, there'll be enough clues on the path of power. So sad. My only question is, because we can't meet the objective from the path of power, I think replacing the act means that we have a chance of advancing it, maybe? But probably not.
Yeah, we have 4 clues, so it's better than doing nothing, I guess.
Yeah.
Because...
Yeah. It doesn't feel great, does it? Let's do it, Crosshare.
It's something.
Let's see what it is. I imagine it's going to be like, oh, make your way back to the Nexus. What did it say? Replace it with Act 6A.
Yeah, replace it even, not just
Yeet.
Advance.
Act 6A, another way. There must be another way. You turn from the path and look into the cosmos. There is another power you could tap into, but it is exceedingly dangerous to even dare. Still, you've learned about yourself on this journey, and what you've learned is that you must blaze your own path. The Nexus location gains action resign. If each undefeated investigator has resigned, immediately advance. However, that is the end of our turn. Nope. Bum. I presume that we survive, at least till the advancing of the agenda, but I suppose we should see. As the avatar of Hush comes ever closer. And we go to upkeep. On the thing that follows as well. I think it's the breaking and entering not succeeding by 2 that really kicked my ass, because that was going to be everything in one, you know?
It's the tentacles, as always.
Yeah, it is. That is very true as well. Let me go to 6 out of 6 Doom. You cannot continue. The demands of astral projection are too much in a realm without beginning and without end. Your mind collapses in nightmarish horror, and your astral form weakens and disperses. The fortune teller, the chalice, the conflict within yourself, all of it falls away into darkness. Wendy walked the path of power, turned around and saw Rex kind of hesitating between, do I go back, the place that I know? Do I go on towards this path that I'm not sure if I should travel? And suddenly, everything falls away. I'm gonna go find Resolution 5. You are battered by the currents of the astral tide, and all hope is lost. Oh my god! Then you hear the faint chant of the fortune teller, a petition to the lords of the cosmos for deliverance. You make your way towards the sound of the voice, losing control now and then, but summoning just enough strength to deflect your path. You careen through space and time, prepared to confront oblivion. Remove all copies of Alice Walcott and May O'Brien and Albert Hennig from each investigator's deck. Record in your campaign log that they have perished. Oh my god! Each investigator adds a copy of Astral Nightmares to their deck. Allow me to pull that out. Where are you? Sorry, are these all the same? Yeah. I will take a copy for myself as well, please. Wherever they are. What are these astral nightmares? If you are at or closer to the scenario starting location than you were when your turn started, discard it. Otherwise, take a horror. Oh, okay. Okay. So at the end of your turn, if you haven't moved away from the starting location, you can get rid of this. But otherwise, you have to take a horror. Okay. But of course, my god, I cannot. So Rex chose not to walk the path of power because he was afraid of what it might do to his friends. But Alice Walcott and May O'Brien, oh my god, this is wild, have perished.
And also Albert Hennig, yeah.
Oh, yes, sorry. Yes, we just haven't seen him in a while. And I'm going to write, and Albert Hennig in brackets. Damn. Do I get to keep her camera? It's rude. Okay. Proceed to Resolution 6. Your vision begins to dim, and then a shudder courses through your body and a moan escapes your lips. With a jolt, you grip your chair and your eyes spring open. You are back in your physical body. You have traveled through the astral gate. The world has a new radiance. Each detail and texture leaps out at you. The smell of dust and compost stimulate your mind. You look around. You're sitting at a table, but not the card table of the Clover Club. The table and chairs are rustic, unfamiliar. You hear a voice from behind you, speaking in a language you do not understand. You see a dark-haired man approach your table. You tell him you don't understand. He looks at you, gawking. The fortune teller opens her eyes. They widen for a moment in surprise, and then she turns and says something to the man that you don't understand. He frowns, then nods, backing away but not taking his eyes off you. He thinks we're evil spirits, strigoi. Something like vampires. She speaks up again, speaking directly to your unexpected host. Tigan. Oh, sorry, he says Tigan, or whatever. He nods and hurries out the front door of the restaurant. Sunlight shines in and you wonder how much time has passed. What did you say to him? You asked the fortune teller. I said I would curse his restaurant unless he brings some food, and someone who can speak English. Where are we? If I had to guess, Romania. She offers no other explanation. Any one investigator may add the fortune teller companion to their deck. This card does not count towards investigator's deck size. Each investigator earns experience equal to victory X. Each investigator earns power equal to the power X value of things. And then proceed to scenario 4, Unhallowed Oath.
Was there any power or stuff on the board? One power.
One
Astral space.
Okay, so we each earn 1 power, but you don't earn the power from your cards. They're in your deck, so you might play them again and have more power then.
I can show this.
Blood magic!
Bonded power of blood card, permanent peril hidden. Exhaust blood magic and choose an investigator at your location. That investigator discards a card randomly if you choose yourself. Put 1 horror on blood magic. At the end of the game, if there is not at least 4 horror on blood magic, take 1 physical or mental trauma or earn 1 fewer experience. Otherwise, gain 1 power.
Okay, so the blood magic worked for Wendy. She is stronger.
And then we get 4 experience, I think.
I think so. Oh, actually, yes, you're right. We should check. But I don't think there were any victory point locations, just the enemies. Very big scenario in terms of enemies and stuff, I will say.
4 XP is still 4 XP.
I agree, and I'm gonna use it to, I don't know. I need healing. Does anyone want the Fortune Teller? She's a 2-cost asset that takes up the ally slot. She has 1 health and 2 sanity, and we know what she does because we've seen it.
Path of Power question. Does it stay in my...
It is permanent.
Yep. So,
do I believe?
Let's just add it there.
Yeah. So,
permanent.
Wendy, yeah, you're just full up, eh? I think. Well, Wendy traveled the path of power, so that makes sense to me. Okay. I might take the Fortune Teller. I don't know. What do you think? Are you at all interested? Taking this lovely lady?
I have no companions, but neither do you anymore.
I can't believe I lost. Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad.
Kind of depends if I would add something to remove Doom.
Oh yeah, that would be really nice.
Because Wendy might be able... no. Only Survivor, Rogue, and Neutral card, so...
Oh yeah, right.
Nothing
it's
there.
Probably a mystic thing to add to do Doom removal, yeah.
Rex can add stuff, so...
That's
I think
true.
Rex is better suited for that.
Yeah, Moonlight Ritual is a card that exists. It's a purple card. Something like that. I think I'm gonna take... I think the Fortune Teller has now become Rex's lifeline in this world. So I'm gonna take her and hope to not, mess up again. Well, anyway, we've got cleanup to do on this end, folks. But this brings us to the end of Scenario 3, Astral Dreams in the Souls of Darkness campaign. Yeah. We make this joke often on... Oh, Beast Garticus, hello! Welcome to... Oh, hey, I did not see you come in. Welcome to Doomed. I'm actually just stepping out. Yeah, well, Scaricus, man, put your notifications on. I'm kidding, you're a busy person. But thank you for being here. I always marvel at how much a scenario can look like it's going really well or really poorly, and it still always comes down to the last turn. It's wild. Every time. I mean, not every time, but most times, I should say. That sounds like me. Crosshair, thoughts, feelings? It was a wild scenario. Whoops. There we go.
Up and down, not sure where it would land, and well, it didn't land good way up this time, so...
No, not this time. But that does happen, and...
Fun.
Yep, and onwards and upwards. That's what we always say. So folks, thank you. You'll want to stay tuned to the Discord for updates on what's coming up, because tomorrow we are, as you've probably already seen on the Discord, we will not be doing Montreal by Moonlight. Unfortunately, Kate has the COVID. But, which just means we can't gather in person. However, the plan is still to do a stream at a distance, so you should check out the Discord for updates on that. I plan on streaming throughout the week because it's spooky week, but I need to find out what nights work. And of course, Crosshair and I will be back, not necessarily next Saturday. Again, check the Discord. We will be back with Scenario 4 at some point.
Yeah. There's gonna be something special next Saturday that takes all day, so...
And it's all, 24 hours. And stay tuned to the Discord for information on that as well. I think that's about it for me. I gotta go have some lunch. See you in half an hour for Drew Crew. We'll see you next time on Doomed. Bye-bye.
Bye.